All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the night session. And we've got Djokovic taking on Perricard. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Perricard with his big serve. Djokovic with his legendary returns. This should be really, really interesting. By the way, Fritz is in trouble. He is about to lose, which is not good for him. In the meantime, we've also had some other results going on with what else has happened? Blocks won. Who else won? Kennan went down to Stearns. Balick took out Stevens. So yeah, Americans are kind of up and down today. But let's see what happens. By Fritz is now going to set points, so I take it back. He's doing great. I'll tell you though, I love watching Perricard. He's got like, I don't know what it is. He's got a little bit of dog in him. He was waving his arms when Fritz was trying to smash and stuff, and I was like, oh, all right, I see you. Okay. He's got a bit of cheek in him. I don't mind it. He's just sort of like waving the arm, doing all those little things that like annoy people. I see you. I think didn't recently have like a run-in with someone as well. Pretty sure Basev already had like a fight with someone, didn't he? Didn't he have like a beef with someone recently? Who'd he fight? I can't remember. Somebody will remember. He had a run-in with somebody, didn't he? I thought Basev already had something. I don't know. I thought him and someone had a beef. I can't remember who it was though. It was someone recently. He came back in a tiebreak or something. He was down like, wasn't it? Maybe it was the Australian Open. Yeah, was it Ovner? Ovner in the qualies of Australia. Him and Ovner were like a little bit punchy, weren't they? He came back from like way back in the tiebreak to win, and he kind of, him and Ovner were having a bit of words, wasn't it? Pretty sure. Or maybe Ovner was just pissed off he lost. Oh no, because yeah, he went like this. He went like this, didn't he? He went like this to Ovner, right? Didn't he do this? He turned around and went like that to his coach. Yeah, he went to Ovner. Didn't he do this one to Ovner? Because Ovner was up like 8-2 or something in the tiebreak. I wouldn't say that was a fight. But no, there was like a little bit of a weird, like, don't mean there was a fight. They didn't like punch, but like, they were like, there was a little bit of like, don't like you. Yeah, Ovner thought he won, and then Basev already went like this at the end. And then they were kind of just like, okay, whatever, man. By the way, chat, this match has now been postponed for 7 minutes. Chat, it's already 8:30. What the hell are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? 7-all Fritz? Fritz is at 2 set points. What the hell? Wasn't there a fight in the qualies of Paris? Yeah, Martinez and I want to say Sakamoto. Sakamoto, the young Japanese player. Yeah, Martinez was not happy with Sakamoto. And Sakamoto's like, I'll take it outside. We'll go outside right now. We're outside right now. What are we doing outside? He wanted to take it to the car park. I'm guessing they're postponing, like they're making it like a 7-minute delay or 8-minute delay because they're doing a ceremony or something. I don't know. It's a night one. They might be doing something. Crowd's getting rowdy for Fritz. For the Fritz match. Love that. Oh, Basev already's got a match point. I'll tell you what, Sonigo and Herbert, I feel like that's 5 sets, and that is going to be rowdy. The Italians and the French going at it, that's going to be fun. Also, Towson losing? Man. That's brutal. All right. Man, I'm just looking. They're not. Doesn't seem like they're doing a ceremony or anything fancy. So, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, Fritz has saved a match point. Yep. Maybe another cake for Djokovic. Now, they wouldn't do that at the start of the match. Nine all. Jeez. God, imagine if Fritz comes back to win. That'd be crazy. Is Perricard coming back from injury? I'm not sure where Perricard's been. Let me check. Let me have a look. So, GMP, he's played. So he played the Australian Open, lost first round. He was on a bit of a losing streak. I don't know if he had an injury, but he did make the Dubai second round through qualies. He then made a quarterfinal last week in a challenger after losing second round Rome to Musetti. So I don't know if he's been injured, but he hasn't been winning or playing much. He didn't play Madrid or Monte Carlo, so maybe he was injured between Miami and Rome. Didn't play, so yeah, maybe he was injured. GMP in straights, that would be insane. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Perricard will win this in 5. Can you imagine? Djokovic looks ready. In his pink shirt. Your predictions are 90% correct. Same. Let me have a look. Where are we? Oh, Fritz won the third. You said that Sinner would beat Zverev 6-love, 6-love. That was wrong. You did say Casper would beat Tsitsipas in 3 in Madrid, so kudos to you. Zhang will win against Raducanu. That was back in Madrid. Didn't happen. You said Zverev loser back in Munich. I think it was a prediction. That was just a comment. You thought that it would be a Zverev Alcaraz final in Monte Carlo. Didn't happen. You asked me why I streamed a boring match with Sinner. Okay. That was just a comment. Did Felix beat Medvedev in Dubai? Can't remember. Anyways, You get a few right, for sure. I don't know about 90%, but give you like 70%. Fritz has played 5 hours to win this match, by the way. Or has to play 5 hours, yeah. He could come back, though. Why not? Yeah, this is Zverev's biggest chance to win a slam. I agree. I concur. Here we go. GMP, the gentle giant with the big second serve. God, I've missed watching GMP. I loved when GMP went through that Basel event and just ripped it apart. When he ripped Basel, that was so much fun. And he was hitting second serve aces to win the title. I was like, I loved it. And it was so much fun. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to sort of maintain that, but God, I loved it. It was just such a cheat code. Remember that week? That was so much fun. What a fun week. And he just came out and he's just like second serve acing everybody. And you're like, how do you beat this guy? Like, if he doesn't miss second serves, how the hell do you win? Djokovic walking out. They're on court now, yeah. All right. Djokovic wearing a very large jacket. An oversized coat. I want to see Fritz versus Djokovic at the same time. Oh, man. All right, they're on court. And they're about to warm up. Who is taller, Perricard or Opelka? Opelka. I think GMP's 6'11" or 6'10", or even like 6'9". I don't think he's not as big as Opelka. Opelka's the tallest guy on tour. All right. It's going to be fun. Watching big serves against great returns. I mean, contrast. Also, GMP's got a great one-hander. Like, he's so much fun. He's such an anomaly. He's only 6'8". Okay. Yeah. He's only 6'8". Jeez, all right. Thought he was massive. Nole with the nice beard? Wait, is Nole rocking a beard? Distracted by the jacket. I was distracted. What's he's got a beard? Can't tell. All right, GMP making Djokovic look small. Yeah, he's got a bit of a beard going on. Yeah, he's got a bit of scruff, yeah. Yeah, Nole's rocking a bit of a beard. Yeah. Did anyone else hear the rumor that Federer apparently wasn't allowed to have a beard because he had a sponsor? Has anyone heard of that one? That apparently because Federer was sponsored by a shaving company, he wasn't allowed to grow a beard. Anybody hear that rumor? I heard that recently. I was like, that's pretty funny. Yeah, Federer was in a lot of ads for a shaving company back in like the 2000s. And then apparently he wasn't allowed to have a beard because he was sponsored. I don't know how true that is. It sounds funny though. But then he did grow a beard. Remember like bearded Federer back in like 2017? Yeah, I don't know why. Who knows if it's true? It just sounds fun to say. It's funny to say, but yeah, for the time that he was sponsored, he's not allowed. He had to be clean shaven, which kind of makes sense because if he was looking scruffy and he was sponsored by a razor company, then why people would be like, hang on, does it work? So, I mean, maybe. But yeah, that's just a tinfoil hat rumor. So apparently Djokovic today has just broken another record. And he has got more Grand Slam appearances than anybody in the game. There you go. All right. They're warming up. Kind of makes sense, actually. Well, yeah, I mean, right? But then he grew a beard. So I wonder if, like, that's when the sponsorship ended. Somebody's got to do some more research on that. When did he, like, was he in the ads until he grew a beard? Or did he grow a beard after he didn't need to do the ads? These are the things we need to know. This is why we watch the sport. We need to know these things. We need answers. All right. Here we go. GMP's getting a loud round of applause too. This crowd are going to be excited by his serving. Tsitsipas said about he wasn't allowed to change his hairstyle because of sponsors. Okay. Fair enough. Why would Tsitsipas want to change his hair though? Like, why would he want to change his hairstyle? His hairstyle is great. Why would Steph want to get his hair cut? By the way, Greg Rosetsky is in the house. He is coaching Perricard. I tell you what, I don't know what it is about these 90s players, but man, and when I say 90s, I mean the players that played in the 90s, not the 90s born. They all look so nervous. Like, why? Rosetsky, Ivanisevic, why do they look so concerned? Why are they so worried? Well, I'll tell you why, because Rosetsky's coaching against the greatest player of all time. I mean, that's got to be concerning, right? That's a bit scary. I'd be scared. Fritz will be out in this first match. He's in trouble at the moment. Djokovic waits the crowd. All right, here we go, chat. The greatest player to ever play tennis against one of the biggest servers we've seen in recent years. This is going to be fun. I hope it's competitive. Also, Troitsky back in the box for Djokovic. And also Djokovic's family's there. You don't see the Nole family usually there. The wife and kids are in the house. They usually don't show up to... I mean, they don't go to, like, Australia and stuff because it's probably too far. But, yeah, the whole Djokovic team are there today. They're all punching fists. Not the kids. All the coaches are hitting each other in the hands. Just punching each other's hands. Troitsky's like right in the middle too. So like, hey, the new guy's back. He's back. You just chuck him right in the middle. Troitsky's the hype man though. Like, that's why he's here, right? Like, Troitsky is there for the hype. Because all the other guys in that camp don't do the hype. They don't really hype Djokovic up. They're very like trying to keep him calm. But like, Troitsky's there to like get on his feet, throw fists. Like, he's there for he's the hype man. That's why he's on board. He's there so when Djokovic goes and looks over the camp, he's like going like this. And Djokovic is like, yeah, let's go. He's the guy. He's definitely he's the guy that's going to pump you up, right? He's going to give you the adrenaline when you need it. That's why Troitsky's there. He's getting paid to be the hype man. I appreciate that. All right, Chad, who's going to win this? I'm going to go Djokovic in straight sets. 2 tie breaks. Served into the back of the GMP. Return goes in. And Nole flying cross court. Great angle. GMP hits it wide. And it's 15-love. Right? That's always his reason. Yeah, Troitsky's been in the box before, though, right? He's been a part of Djokovic's team before, right? Because I remember when he coached somebody that Troitsky was who did he play? Djokovic played someone that Troitsky was coaching, and he was like, it's weird to see you on that side. But I can't remember who it was. Who did he coach? Who did Troitsky coach before this? He coached somebody before this, and Djokovic played him, and I remember him saying it's weird to play against you. But I can't remember who it was. It was Kecmanovic. He played Kecmanovic, and Troitsky was on the other side. But now he's back. I don't think he officially coached Djokovic. He was just in the box because he was a Serbian captain, but yeah. 40 love Djokovic. Fault second serve. Hey, thank you, Nell, for the $10. Appreciate that. All right, GMP out on the return. Djokovic 1 love. Solid start for Nole. Serve from GMP. This is what we came to see. This is what we... I know, chat, some of you are like, no, I came for Djokovic. I get it. But most of us are here to watch this serve. We're here to watch this guy serve. Because this is a treat. This guy serves missiles. This guy serves... He's got a bazooka attached to his arm. And he just stands there and he goes... Like, it should be illegal. That's what we're here to see. We're here to see this guy with his huge cannon over the shoulder serve, just bang. And we're going to see how Djokovic returns it. If this was on grass, I'd be a little bit more scared for Nole, but on a clay court and at night, it probably helps Djokovic a little bit. But he serves out wide the forehand. Nole, return, goes wide. Only 197. That was a slow serve. He's just starting off slow, just warming up. Oh, Arthur Feast in the house. Love that. I love that Feast is there to support. Ah, why did he have to get injured? We love you, Arthur. Come back. Please be good for grass. Ah, Feast. We want him back. Serve out wide's a fault, second serve. But he's there to support GMP. 15 love. Serving to the forehand to Djokovic. Return. Into the forehand GMP. Djokovic forehand winner. All right. Great depth from Nole. 15-0. I think it's the second French Open he's pulled out of. Did he pull out last year too? I can't remember. Maybe. 15-0. As the return goes out by Djokovic. 30-15. 30-15. Roshan for Feast, yeah. That sucks, man. He's playing so well. Hello. Oh. Bless you. You alright? Alright, GMP comes in there, puts it away, and it's 40-15. 40-15. Oh, he withdrew from the third round last year. Okay. I can't remember. Second he's had to withdraw, but he did play a few matches last year. Can't remember exactly, though, which ones. GMP. Serving to the back of Djokovic. Return goes out. And GMP holds 1-1. Fritz got broken. Oh, it was against Munar. Okay. Uh, 1-1. Rosetsky. Is this Rosetsky's coaching debut? I feel like I've never... Has he coached anybody before? I say that with respect. I feel like I have... He's like on TV and shit, but I don't feel like I've ever seen him in a coach's box. He must have coached somebody. He's been retired for like 20 years. Surely this isn't his coaching debut. Is it? Maybe it is. That's why he's so nervous. That's why he looks so nervous. He must have coached somebody. Did he coach anybody before this? 15 love. He must have coached somebody. No, he was in the media forever. He also was on Dancing on Ice. Okay. Dancing on Ice. Beat the Star. What the hell is this show? Beat the Star. He was on a game show. Okay. I guess he was a star. All right, 15 all. Rosetsky was often shadowed in the British press by Tim Henman, especially at Wimbledon. Yeah, you know what? Rosetsky was the, you know who he was the Norrie of the 90s. Huh? Right? Rosetsky was the 90s Norrie. 30-15. When I read that statement, I was thinking, you know what? Cam Norrie gets overshadowed and he doesn't even have any. I mean, Draper now, but it's like Cam Norrie. And look, they're both not from the UK. They're both don't have British accents. Yeah, Rosetsky was the Norrie of the 90s. And it just sounds fun to say. Djokovic drop shot 40-15. Originally Canadian, right? God, can you imagine if Rosetsky didn't switch and he stayed for Canada? God, he could have been the catalyst to Canadian, but then like he had to wait like 20 years until Canada took off in tennis. He could have been the original Chapo with his lefty serve. God, we could have been saying Chapo is Rosetsky, baby Rosetsky. 2-1. Ah, he should have kept with Canada. That's such a shame. He switched to Britain and then got to the finals of a Grand Slam, but that's a coincidence. He was always going to get into a final. It didn't matter what flag he flew. He was born in Montreal. What's the connection to the UK? Polish father. British mother. There it is. His mum's from the UK. His mum's from the UK. All right. Anyways, I don't know if he's coached anybody. He was the Davis Cup. No, it wasn't Davis Cup captain. He's just a media. He's been doing media a lot lately. Must be his coaching debut. I don't know. Chat, where are the Rosetsky fans? Where the hell are you? Where is Chapo? Chapo's in the draw. He plays against a qualifier. All right, 2-1 Djokovic. As the return goes to the front of Perricard, up the line to the back and a not lay. Perricard comes in with the volley winner. Too good. 15 love. Love. Djokovic was coached by Troitsky at the Olympics. There you go. Thank you, Redbeard. Serve out wide from Perricard. Djokovic slices it back. I tell you, GMP put a little bit of extra spin on that one. Just out wide. Just kick it out wide. Got Djokovic hitting a one-hander. 30 love. What are you seeing in the Fritz match? I'm not watching that, but he's losing, but I'm not surprised. Like, I mean, I don't know, Corey, if you watched my prediction, my bracket video, but I picked Baseva ready to win. So, 4-1 winner from Perricard, 40 love. And again, I forgot who it was who said this in the chat, but somebody brought it to my attention. Maybe it was it you? No, I don't know who it was. But the reason why Baseva Reddy has a wild card is because the Americans, they don't give wild cards out to the people that they think will do well. You have to earn the wild card to the French Open. So Baseva Reddy was the best player outside of the entry list from America that was playing the best on clay. So there's like a ranking system, and the wild card goes to the player who gets the most ranking points outside of the top 100 or whatever it is. And Perseveredi was that guy. So Perseveredi wasn't just like, oh, we like him. No, he earned that. Like, he earned that spot. That's why Nava had to play qualies, even though Nava had a pretty good clay season too. So, like, all those American clay events and all the clay points from, like, the challenges, whoever has the most points in those from America gets the wild card. It's their prize. So, when you think it like, when you realize that, you go, oh shit, okay, so Perseveredi's been really good, which means, and Fritz hasn't played anything on clay except for that one match once. You go, well, shit, the guy that he's playing is playing pretty well. So that's why I went, oh, I'm going to go Perseveredi, because I thought, well, Fritz hasn't played. He doesn't like playing on clay much anyway. And Perseveredi's been playing real well on clay, grinding it to get to the wild card. I don't care. I'm not talking to you. So yeah, so that's why I'm not surprised Perseveredi's doing well, but I'm a little surprised that he's winning. I thought he'd be able to push Fritz, but Djokovic is a winner, 30 love. So yeah, I didn't think he was going to bagel Fritz, but yeah. But it doesn't matter for Fritz anyway. If Fritz loses, it means he gets more tennis on grass. So yeah, it's like, yeah, okay, it sucks for him, but also it doesn't matter, because that means he gets to play more tennis on the surface that he's going to do well on. That's grass, right? I said wide. Now, Fritz apparently is fine. He wanted to actually come back in Rome, he was saying, but the coaches were like, no, don't play. So he wanted to come back earlier, but his team didn't allow it. So Fritz is fine as far as I can tell. I don't know if he's got injured today, but oh, what a shot from GMP! Great passing shot, 40-15. But yeah, Fritz will be fine. Like, who cares if he loses today? It's all about grass. If he starts losing on grass, then that's bad. But yeah, especially with Alcaraz out of Wimbledon, Fritz could make a final if he doesn't go with Sinner. Fritz could make the final of Wimbledon. Imagine Djokovic goes up the top with Sinner, Fritz down the bottom with Zverev. Fritz makes the final. Like, Fritz can make the final of Wimbledon if he gets a good draw and avoids Sinner. GMP hits it out, 3-2. Nole. This is going to be probably a quick match too. I don't think this match is going to be a very long match. All right, Perricard is doing well. Djokovic is serving first. By the way, did Djokovic win the toss and elect to serve? Does anybody know that? If that's the fact? Did Djokovic win the toss and elect to serve? Because people ask a lot, like, you know, why does everyone choose to receive serve? But when you're playing GMP, you want to serve first. Because he's got that serve. You don't want to be serving from behind the whole time, because his serve is almost automatic, right? He did? Yeah. So most of the time, right, Djokovic, Sinner, all these guys, and I don't know what the stats are on it, but they will choose to receive, right? We hear that all the time. We see with Sinner all last week, right? I won the toss. You serve with Casper Ruud. You serve Daniel Medvedev. I'll serve second, because they want to put the pressure on their guy straight away, right? They want to break first game, whatever. But when you're playing Perricard, or you're playing Opelka, or you're playing one of these big hitters, right, big servers, it's better if you try and serve first, right? So then you get off to a good start. Because, look, Djokovic isn't scared of his serve, of his own serve, right? He's not scared of getting broken. But he also doesn't want to give Perricard the lead, right? And go, oh, shit, okay, you're going to serve 4 aces and get to, you know, 1 love. And, you know, he wants to always be in front and put pressure on Perricard the whole time, right? Does that make sense? Perricard hits a lovely winner, 15 love. Fritz down 5 love, yeah, man. As we serve again. And we get a let. $15 love. Perricard serves a fault. Second serve. As a return, in the back of Perricard, Djokovic with the forehand cross court. GMP in the net. Nice Nole. And it's 15-all. How do you think Djokovic will handle a day session in 30-degree heat? It'll depend who he plays. It'll come down to who he plays, what type of match it will be, right? As Perricard serves next on the tee. 2-17, 30-15. If he plays Roya in the next round, which is kind of like GMP, he's got a massive serve. It's kind of like Atman with a massive serve, right? Then the rallies won't be long and Djokovic won't have to sweat so much, right? So it might not be that bad. But if he plays someone who's a bit more of a grinder, like Dillian in the next round could be a bit of a grind. That's probably not great. And then obviously Fonseca and Prismic are going to really work Djokovic over. So he's hoping that when he plays those guys on Friday, next week or this week, that it's cold or it's at night. So he doesn't have to play them in the heat of the day. Because, yeah, he wouldn't want to play those guys against those guys. The GMP, it's a lovely pickup, forehand winner, 40-15. He wouldn't want to play those guys on a hot day. Those guys can work. But he might rate his chances physically against them over 5 sets, though. Cam said that if Nole loses this match, he'll shave his head. You must be talking about somebody else, bro. Bro just made something up. All right. 40-15. 40-15. As GNP serves the next time the tee. Is that a second serve? Was that a second serve? If that was a second serve, it's 225 down the tee ace. That was a second serve ace? Three-all. 3-all. And then Djokovic goes, I can serve aces too. That's crazy. That's how he plays? Oh, no. Oh, we know how he plays. We've been watching this guy. We watched him win a tournament playing like that. We watched him win Basel 2 years ago hitting second serve aces. That's just crazy. It's funny to think like he did that against Djokovic on a clay court at a Grand Slam. I mean, what the hell? That's insane. Okay. First serve's a fault. Second serve Djokovic. Djokovic serves into the backhand of GMP. Djokovic backhand up the line. GMP slice. As Nole hits a forehand again to the forehand of GMP. Oh, and GMP smacks it down the line. 15-all. All right. Maybe the nerves have settled now for GMP. He's ripping the ball. What? What a forehand. All right. Shit. All right. Return from GMP goes into the forehand of Djokovic. Nole puts it away. 30-15. Too easy for Nole. 30-15. By the way, these guys serve quality, right? Shot quality on the serve, 9.5, 9.3. If we don't get 3 tie breaks, I want my money back. Serve. Into the back end of GMP, but no, it's a let. 2 tie breaks or I want my money back. I want 2 tie breaks or pay me. Djokovic serves. Into the back of GMP. Lob goes up. Nole smash from the baseline. All right. GMP gets it back. Then Djokovic comes to the net again. Oh, Perricard hits it back in the net. That's 40-15. 40-15. All right, 40-15. Djokovic to keep the lead. As the return goes in there by GMP. Nole takes the lead again. 4-3. All right. All right. How are we doing, chat? What's going on? What are we up to? How are we feeling today? How are we? Don't give me a rating. I don't want to hear it. What do you rate day one so far? Give day one of Roland Garros a rating out of 10. What's your rating of Roland Garros out of 10 today? How's day one been? Has it been good, bad, meh, better than okay? 8 out of 10. All right, 7, 6, 5.5, 6. Hey, look, this could vary because your favorite player could have lost and you might be like a 1 because Raducanu lost, right? Or you might be like a 7 because somebody else won or something. A 2. Okay, that's a Raducanu fan right there. An 8, 7.48. All right, 25. Okay, you're very happy. 10 out of 10. Nice. 7.2, that's a score. 7 and a million out of 10 for Cam. No, we need to... By the way, people, these are not paid actors. They say this on their own. I don't tell them what to say. They say it on their own. 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10. All right. 6, 7. Yeah. I'm old. 6 on an average day. I feel like it's been better than average. I feel like it's probably been about maybe about a 7.3. Like, it's been good. We've had upsets. We've had some epics. But we haven't had, I don't feel like it's the best day of all time, right? I mean, I feel like it could have definitely been better. By the way, that's the word. I say 6, 7, and somebody just goes, all right, give that iPad back to mum. 15 love. Bro, that's just the trigger word. You know, like in Winter Soldier, when he reads out of that book and then Bucky goes crazy and starts killing people? That's what I just did to that guy. I said 6, 7. He's like, 6, 7. 6, 7. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6. Relax, buddy. Relax. Relax. It's not the special code word, all right? Just relax, buddy. Everything's fine. Yeah, I just activated him. Bro, it's all right, bro. I did deactivate. Shut down. No, don't do it. 15-0. As a forehand return goes in from Djokovic. Perricard with a good pickup, but Djokovic is there. Oh, he missed the pass though, Nole. 30-15. Yeah, sorry, my fault. I activated. I pressed. My bad. All right, 30-15. Basev already wins. Crazy. Your 6-year-old's cracking up. All right, return goes in the net by Djokovic, 40-15. All right, 40-15. GMP to level this first set. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Perricard. He puts that away. All right, GMP levels 4-0. Four. All right, back to Nole. Djokovic won so much, he will show them. Show who? Who are them? All right. Four alls. Djokovic says the fault. Second serve. As he serves in the forehand of GMP. Return goes deep into the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard backhand. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Up the line again. Perricard with a slice. Djokovic hits another forehand. Into the forehand of Perricard. Djokovic wins a point. Perricard just couldn't get in the rally. 15 love. All right. Djokovic serves again. Love. Seven to the back of Perricard. Return goes long. And Nole's just playing smart on these service games too. He's not letting Perricard. He's kicking Perricard back. And he's he's targeting that backhand, that one-hander. He's like, I played Roger, mate. Your one-hander's not going to beat me. I beat Roger. Come on. 30 love. Serve out wide. Nice from Nole. Nice. Yeah, if you're watching this match, you just notice how Djokovic is serving. His placement, overpower. Like, he's not trying to hit 300 kilometers an hour because that's silly. He's just going for, like, angles. He's doing kick. You know, he's trying to just move the ball around, right? He's doing a lot more spinny kind of serves. And then eventually, occasionally he'll hit a big banger, but he's just, like, trying to move GMP around as GMP puts up a smash, and then Djokovic, with a lovely volley. I tell you, GMP's so tall that Djokovic hits the smash, and Perricard takes a little leap and goes smash back. But Djokovic with the great hands, and he leads 5-4. But yeah, you see Nole, he's not really serving big. He's like serving wide angles, trying to move GMP out of the court, push him back, right? That replay is crazy. So Perricard, like, not a great lob. And then Djokovic hits a smash of Perricard like a dunk, jumps up, slams it back to Djokovic, and Nole with the hands. Like, Perricard tall. You got great hands from Nole to pick that up, but man, Perricard just leaps. I want to see the slow-mo of Perricard, not Nole. The hands of Nole are great, but I want to see the Perricard leap. Like, he jumped like 7 foot. That was a huge leap. Nearly hit the roof. 5-4. Yeah, good hands, though. Not easy to hit a drop volley off a smash. Like, how do you do that? All right. GMP serving to stay in the set. Only 30 minutes, which I appreciate. All right, GMP. Also, GMP just has that, like he's just got that, that little, grin on his face, too. He's just like, all right, let's go. Bang! And then he says an ace! It's so funny, because, Perricard with the big serve, and, he looks intimidating as fuck, right? He's, this big dude, 6'8", massive serve. And he has got, he does this with his eyebrows when he's serving. He looks like he's just I'm ready. Off court, probably the nicest guy, right? I've never met him. I have only seen a handful of interviews. Hey, Joe Wilfred Tsonga. Hey. But, that Perricard's, a cool dude. He's just, super intense on court. But, off court, he'd be, chill as hell. He'd be, gentle giant for sure. 30 love. Joe Willie's there. We love that. God, I wish we got to watch more Tsonga on this channel. I wish Tsonga had played and not got injured and played a little bit longer. We would have loved to watch Joe Wilfred on this channel. God, he was so fun to watch. Anyways, 30 love. As Djokovic forehand to the forehand of Perricard. Djokovic backhand. Into the slice of Perricard. Djokovic backhand again. The backhand of Perricard. The line. That's a great one-hander. Nolly gets it back. Perricard smashing the baseline. Oh, and he puts it away and nearly kills the linesman. Yeah, watch out. Welcome back to your job. Watch out. How's your reflexes? 40 love. Duck. Ah. 40 love. We haven't had linesmen for a year. Whoa, that would have broken an arm. Watch out. All right, 40 love. Madness. All right, Perricard level. That smash was basically a serve. Oh, Djokovic returns a 229 serve on the backhand. Chat, this is what I wanted to see. Big serves, big returns. Great serve, but Djokovic just gets it back. Perricard's like, oh, okay. I hit it straight to your racket. You did. He did. It was a big serve, but it was straight to Djokovic's backhand. That might have been the first point Perricard lost on first serve too. All right, 40-15. Thanks, Cam. I picked Taylor Fritz because of you. I picked Taylor Fritz loss because of you. You're the man. You're welcome. $40-30. No worries, Fonz. All right, serve down the tee. Oh, massive serve, and the crowd love it. Djokovic hits it in the ground. It's 5-0. 5-5. All right. Djokovic played Isner, Delpo, Raonic all his career. No problems winning against big servers. I'm going to stop you there. Vesely, Karlovic, Query. I hate to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. Query, Karlovic, Vesely. Sorry. 5-5. As with a 4-4 rally, that goes wide by Djokovic, and it's love 15. All the Djokovic fans are like, gosh, shut up. Why'd you say that? Don't say that name. Sorry. My bad. That wasn't a roast, by the way. That was just a clarification. Like, yeah, but you got to remember the other ones that won. Those other guys beat him. Query, by the way, was super scary. Love 15. Yeah, Query was a problem for Djokovic multiple times. But Djokovic probably has a better record against big servers and Kyrgios. Sorry, and Kyrgios is there too. You got to put Kyrgios in there as well. So, yeah. 15-0. Kyrgios has had a winning record over Djokovic for a while too. But if you probably put out all the big servers, Djokovic probably has done better against them than not. Like, he doesn't have a big serve weakness. But you're right. Yeah, probably has more wins over Isner than he losses. Delpo as well. But there was some big servers that have taken him out over the years. Djokovic is not going to lose, though. It's fine. Don't worry about it. 15-0. 15-0. Serve into the back of the Perricard. Oh, return goes long. Try to go for the saber. Perricard's been watching Roger versus Norley. How about Roddick? Yeah, Roddick was also... But the thing with Roddick, though, you got to give Djokovic a benefit of the doubt because Roddick got Djokovic a lot early and before Djokovic became Djokovic. So, I mean, Roddick, I think, maybe has a winning record against Norley, but it was early days, too. So, you got to be... So, I don't know if we can put Roddick in the same category of like, oh, yeah, he was a problem. Because, when Roddick was peaking and Djokovic was starting, it's like... But early days, for sure, Roddick was definitely a problem for Djokovic. So, maybe put him in there tentatively. But, Query was when peak Djokovic, he could take him. Karlovic, Vesely have beaten Djokovic in prime times, right? Anyway, it's 30-all here. What the hell? $30-all. First serve's a fault. Second serve. What went wrong with Raducanu? She played a clay quarter on clay. 30-all. Djokovic second serve. Oh, double fault. Nole tried to go with a big swinger out wide and faulted. GMP's got a break point. 30-40. Thought she'd do better. Should do better on grass. Definitely do better on grass. All right, first break point of the match goes to Perricard. Here we go. 30-40. Nole serves. Where's that goat serve? Where is it? Serve out wide, the back of Perricard return. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard's in the rally. He hits the forehand up the line. Djokovic backhand cross court. Perricard with his forehand. Deep in the forehand of Djokovic. GMP up the line. Djokovic pass. Perricard volley in the nets. He did everything right. He just missed the final shot. And Nole's starting to get animated. Deuce. Perricard was in that point. But Nole with a great pass. Just right down at Perricard's knees. And Perricard couldn't get the volley back. Djokovic, great pass on the stretch. Well, Perricard might have even shanked that a little bit. It was right in the body. Awkward volley for a big guy. And Nole's just like, rah! Deuce. Tell you though, we got a match. All right, Nole serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. All right, second serve. Into the forehand of Perricard, the line of the backhand of Djokovic. Perricard inside our forehand. Djokovic gets it, but hits in the net. GMP with another break point. Tell you, GMP rips that forehand. All right. Advantage GMP. Djokovic serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. To the front of Perricard. Return goes the backhand of Djokovic. GMP. Backhand in the net. Oh, he was in that rally too. Oh, man. GMP. Last two break points. He's had two opportunities. You know, that backhand was an unforced error. That was a miss. That was a waste. And he knows it. All right, back to deuce. As we serve in the back of the GMP, return goes into the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard backhand. Into the Djokovic forehand as GMP backhand again. Djokovic forehand in the net again, all right. Third chance for Perricard to get the break. All right, advantage GMP. 7-minute game too. This has been a bit of a marathon game. All right, advantage Perricard. And Nole serves again. Great serve. No. Fault. That was close. They're going to have a look. Remember, no Hawkeye. They're looking at the mark. Oh, it was good. They're going to do a first serve again. Linesperson made a mistake. They're going to do a first serve again. All right. Advantage Perricard. That's a shame. That was a good serve. Hawkeye said it was on the line. God, how could you not see it from like that far away? God, people are useless. Djokovic, by the way, Nole has a point here. He is going to say that he said he thinks he should have won the point because he thinks GMP, well, he must have missed the return GMP. So Djokovic reckons he should have won that point. And this is where the human error decisions by humans is made. And it can be subjective, right? But your opinion, right? His first serve comes up. I mean, Djokovic had a point there, As he serves down the forehand of Perricard, return goes into the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard backhand. Goes out. We get the deuce. Because if Perricard did miss that return, and the call was made after Perricard hit it, then Perricard lost the point. Djokovic should have won it, right? It's only when the call is interrupting the shot that it should be a replay. But I don't think Perricard was, I don't know, if he hit it in, then it's a replay. But anyways, doesn't matter. He won the point anyway. Deuce. Djokovic serves. Into the back of the GMP. To the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard forehand inside out. Oh, it's a winner! Woohoo! What a shot! Yeah, you don't want to hit a short ball to that forehand. He unleashed. By the way, what's that Australian guy's name? Who's sitting next to Rosetsky? What's his name? Craig. What's his name? Shit, I should know this. I'm an Australian. I should know this. Not Craig Tiley. Craig. What's his name? What's his name? Not Tiley. Craig Tiley being in the box at GMP would be crazy. Advantage no, not Tiley. It's someone. He's a coach. He's a coach. Anyways. Shit, I can't remember his name. Shaughnessy. Is that it? Is it Craig Shaughnessy? Is it? Craig O'Shaughnessy. Is that his name? Yes, that's him. That's who it is. See, chat. See, I ain't just a pretty face. I know things. Forehand return into the backhand of Djokovic. GMP, PMG. What's that? Backhand goes up the line from GMP. Djokovic gets it back. Perricard slice. Djokovic picking on the backhand of Perricard as Djokovic forehand again. Goes in the backhand of GMP. He goes up the middle. Djokovic gets it back. GMP forehand again. Djokovic still don't break point, remember. Backhand now GMP. Djokovic forehand goes cross court. GMP forehand. Up the line winner. Oh. This is exciting. Unless you're a Djokovic fan, this sucks. GMP has broken on his fourth attempt. And that forehand was Djokovic was like, I ain't going to the forehand. He kept going backhand. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, it's to the forehand. And GMP's like, yeah, wrong move. Bang. Gotcha. GMP is going to serve for the set. And Nole's got a big problem. He's about 6'8" and he plays for France. He was waiting for GMP to shank it too, Nole. He's like, I'm going to keep going to that backhand. And GMP's like, you better. Because I'm going to hit a forehand winner if I get one. I love that from GMP. The second he got a forehand, he's like, rip. All right. Djokovic robbed? Where? Where was he robbed? He was robbed of nothing. He won the point that he got robbed. GMP, by the way, just goes like this. Yeah, of course I broke Djokovic. Of course I did. By the way, Craig O'Shaughnessy is the hype man of that team. He is so fired up. All right. We have a match, chat. We have a match. Unless GMP gets broken here, and then we go to a tie break. This is what we want to see, chat. We want to see the best in the world get tested. Makes it interesting. All right, here we go. GMP to serve. Djokovic, by the way, is going to have to deal with this crowd as well now because they're going to get excited. So Nole's going to have to deal with a 6'8" big serving Frenchman in France as he gets a volley winner from GMP. Beautiful serving volley. 15 love. All right, GMP serves again. $15 love. Serve in the back of Nole. GMP half volley in the net. Nice return from Nole. That's what he needed. 15-0. 15-0. All right, serve again. Into the back end of Djokovic. Return goes in. And GMP forehand win at 232k down the tee. GMP serve is warming up. This is why... Can you imagine if Perricard was playing tomorrow afternoon? With that serve and that heat? He's serving slow because they're playing at night. 30-15. Now he serves an ace. All right. 40-15. GMP to take the first set. Two set points. Serve. Ace. Seven-5 Perricard. 3 aces to win the set. Okay. All right. Well played. Great start for Perricard. More impressive that he did it with a break. That's probably the more impressive part, that he broke and then won the set rather than a tiebreak. Tiebreak, you would have given him a tiebreak, but to get the break and then serve, 21 winners, 9 errors, Perricard. Ridiculous. 6 aces, including 3 in that game. 91% of first serve points, 1 Perricard. Okay, 50% of second serve. 13 winners, 5 errors, Djokovic. Djokovic did not play bad. That was not a bad set from Djokovic. Perricard just outplayed him, which is insane. He just played better at the end there. That was not a bad set by Nole standard. That was not bad. Perricard was better. And served. All right. Let's see how Nole reacts in the second. It's a long match. There's a lot more tennis left. Remember, Djokovic loses the first set for fun in matches. Remember that? He loses the first set, he comes back to win. Djokovic fans are not worried. You guys are not worried. I know you're not worried. He's not worried. He doesn't care. Perricard in 3? That is crazy. If that happened. If that happened, it'd be one of the upsets of the all-time. Would it be upset of all time? One of them, right? Maybe not like Isterman was more... That was more out of nowhere, right? This would... If Perricard was to win in straights, it would be... It kind of has that kind of vibe of like... when Philippoussis beat Sampras in Australia back in the 90s. Like, the young local guy taken out the great one. Like, it would kind of have that kind of vibe. I don't know if it would be... I mean, obviously, Djokovic is not prime, right? He's 39. So it wouldn't be like, beating Djokovic 10 years ago. But it's got to be up there as like one... It would be one of the most memorable Grand Slam upsets for in a while. Because of him being from France, a young Frenchman playing in front of the crowd, like that kind of... All of that combined would be... It would be a memorable upset. I don't know if probably not the biggest upset of Djokovic's career. He's definitely lost to... He's had worse upsets. But it would definitely be a moment in time, And Perricard, I mean, it's not probably won't even be Djokovic's biggest upset of the year. Let me have a look. What's Djokovic's biggest upset of the year? Has he had bad upset this year? Let me check. Now, Prismic wasn't that bad. I mean, Djokovic beating Sinner was a bigger upset than if Perricard beat Djokovic tonight, which is kind of interesting. Which is kind of weird to think. That Djokovic beating Sinner was more of an upset than this. Okay, maybe. Last time, it would be a bigger upset than, as Djokovic puts it away, 15-0. Bigger upset than Vachereau, which Vachereau was kind of random, though. Menchik bigger. This would be a bigger upset than Menchik and Tabilo and Rinaldi from last year. Opelka beating him in Brisbane was a bigger upset than this last year. What else? 30-15. This would be a bigger upset than Popperin at the US Open 2 years ago. Which is interesting. Anyways, we're still a long way away. 30-all though. Djokovic hits it out. Nole's only lost 2 first rounds at Grand Slams, and they were one to Goldstein in 2006 and one to Safin in 2005. Yeah, I remember the Safin one. That was when Safin won the whole thing, and Djokovic came out as a quali, I think, right? As like a 17-year-old. Anyway, it's 4-4 rally. Djokovic is a winner. It's 40-30. So it'll be his only first round loss at the French. By the way, we're so far away. Why are we even talking about this? It's only one set. If he's down 2 sets to love, then maybe we should have this conversation. By the time we finish having this conversation, it'll be 1 set all. 40-30. Serve in the back of Perricard. Return goes to forehand of Djokovic. GMP forehand goes wide. Nole. 1-love. I think Nole's thinking it's pretty sweaty out there. He's looking up and he is sweating a lot. It might not be sunny, but it's definitely hot. What's the humidity like? We're not in Rome, are we? Has anybody seen that guy on social media who asks people like in the UK? He asks like really basic questions, and he just looks at the camera. Like, what's 2 + 2 + 2? And they're like 7. He's like, what language do they speak in Rome? And they're like, Romanian. That guy's so funny. Just his look at the camera, he's like, you gotta watch it. I can't remember his name, but you'll probably get it now because your phone's probably listening to what I said. 1-love Djokovic. Perricard to serve. That guy's funny. He is, isn't he? Like, the answers are so funny. Like, some of the... Yeah. He asks, like, I try and answer those questions. I'm like, I know most of them, but on the spot, you got, like... It's just funny when he, like, asks like, really, really... What's 8 times 8? And they get it wrong, and he just looks at the camera like, what the hell? Where did that come from? GMP drop shot, 15-love. Calm down, guys. It's best of 5. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve, GMP. Djokovic return. Goes in the net. 30 love. I feel like this match is putting day 1 up to like a 7.8. Like if this was a straight sets win for Djokovic, you'd be like, it's been a good day. But like if this match is going to be a 4 or 5 setter, we got like today's been like an 8.3. Like it's going to go up higher, right? The ranking goes up. All right, 40 love. By the way, there are other matches going on right now, and I have no idea what's happening. Castella just started. And the winner of this match will take on either Dillian or Roya. Roya's up a set and 5-1. So 2 big serving Frenchmen in a row for Djokovic if he can get out of this at this stage. And then you've got Herbert taking on Sonigo. That's gone to a tiebreak first set to Sonigo. So that's going to go forever too. All right, Perricard. Holds 1-1. GMP isn't beating Nole Lamau. All right. Well, he is right now, though. Like, he might not beat him, but he is beating him right now. So, I mean, tell yourself what you want to make yourself feel better, but, yeah. All right. As we're back in slice into the net from GMP. Lovely drop shot, Djokovic, 15 love. All right, 15 love. As Djokovic is the 4-1 winner. 30 love. All right, 30 love. First serve, default, second serve. As with a 4-4 rally, GMP up the line to the backhand of Djokovic. GMP backhand into the net, 40 love. All right, nice serving Nole. 2-1. You know if Djokovic wins this set, he's going to roar. Do the roar. Do the roar. I only have cam on my TV and the chat using my phone. Fair enough. Castella's down a break? Oh, no. Oh, no. He will take his legs, though. That's true. That's what he does. If Djokovic goes out, who's left that has a French Open before him? So you got Wawrinka. I think that's it. Stan. I think Djokovic and Stan are the only 2 French Open champions, right? I mean, go one further. Who's made a final of the French? If you take Djokovic out, you've got Stan, Zverev, Sinner. Who else has made a final at Roland Garros that's still active? Yeah, Federer's not playing as far as I can tell. Rude, Tsitsipas. So you got 5 guys. If you take Djokovic out, you got 5 guys that are 3 of those. I mean, and to be honest, Tsitsipas at the moment is way off, making another final. Rude and Zverev obviously right in the mix. But yeah, there's not many. There's not many. Because what? You got no team, no Nadal, right? Murray's gone. Federer's obviously gone. Renee said, why 15 love? All right, GMP serves again. Oh, me. First is a fault. I'll tell you, if this goes to a tiebreak, we're going to have a match. Something fun's going to happen. We're going to have some fun. All right, forehand from Perricard's a winner. Woo! I love that inside out forehand. That crazy shot. 30 love. That shot is crazy. Just a cannon. 30 love. Now, Stan plays tomorrow. Stan's playing tomorrow. All right, return goes into the backhand of GMP. Djokovic forehand to the forehand of GMP. Djokovic up the line. Perricard backhand slice. Djokovic. Backhand long. 40 love. Hey, Maddie. Appreciate that. Been watching camp since 2019. Appreciate that. Oh, that's a long time ago now. 40 love. Return goes in from Djokovic. Okay. 40-15. Nole wants to see the replay. He's like, is that good? Was that a good shot? Like a stab in the dark, but he hit a winner. All right, 40-15. And the return goes in. No, it goes out. GMP points the mark, and it's 2-all. Only OGs know the GOAT song and Kyrgios roast. Yeah, that's it. Kyrgios roast was a that was something. We used to have that play every subscriber back in the day. Every time we get a new subscriber, we would play the Kyrgios roast. And eventually we had to stop it because it was just getting a little too much. It was happening too many times. So then we ended up making it like a donation, but yeah. I missed the GOAT song. Forehand from Djokovic. Perricard puts up a lob. Smash from Djokovic as Perricard backhand goes wide. 15 love. Yeah, Rosetsky's coaching Perricard, yeah. Wait, Rosetsky played Djokovic? Wait, are you kidding me? I guess they... When? Wait, what? They played? And Djokovic won. They played Davis Cup. Back in... Okay, this is... By the way, actually, this is actually super impressive for Djokovic. He beat Rosetsky, right? On an indoor carpet court. That's insane.
Let's go, Perrier!
Hey, thank you so much, Adam, for the 5. He beat Rosetsky on carpet in a Davis Cup match when he was like 18 in 4 sets. That's crazy. That is actually... So I don't think he would have given any advice. He would have been like, I lost. Don't do what I did. Play differently. That's crazy. I gotta watch some of that. Is there any footage of that? You know, it's Djokovic Charles 3-2. Rosetsky Djokovic. I want to watch highlights. Can I watch that? I want to watch highlights. Rosetsky Djokovic highlights. Where are we at? Davis Cup. Where are we at? I got Sinner. No. Oh, Monfils Djokovic, 2010. I can't find it. I have to go dig down in the archives. Sure, it's somewhere. Gotta be something somewhere out there. Yeah, chuck it in the classic matches if you find it. If Djokovic loses tonight, he's officially washed. Who hurt you? If Djokovic doesn't win this tournament, even if it doesn't win a tournament this year, even at 250, I think he should retire. Okay. Perricard's a joke. I'm going to guess you're saying that in like the way that his serve is crazy, and I agree. He does have a crazy serve. All right. 3-2, Nole. Djokovic made the Australian Open final like what, 5 months ago? 4 months ago? Yeah, he sucks. He's old. He's washed. Beat Sinner? Yeah, he's washed. Won a title at the end of the year, beating Musetti? Yeah, washed. Yeah. He should consider retirement. How he's terrible. He can't compete with these guys anymore. All right, love 15. By the way, a lot of French players are in the house, including Fils. We love that. We miss Fils. We wish he was playing. But he's in the stadium, so that's fun. All right. Nice hitting from Perricard. 15-0. Is this the end of Nole Cam? No. This is not the... If Djokovic lost today, it would not be the end. All right, 15-0. As Perricard with a volley, but Djokovic with a great pass. And it's 15-30. Great hitting from Nole. He's even laughing. He's like, got him. 15-30. Great shot on the return from Djokovic. As we're serving the forehand, Djokovic return. The forehand, Perricard in the net. Nole's got break points. So this is it. This is where Perricard was never going to be unbreakable for the entire 5 sets if we went 5. There's always going to be a chance that Djokovic was going to get into a game, and this is the game. First break points of the match. And Nole knows that. He's played big servers through generations. He knows that these big servers give you a chance at least once or twice. You got to take it though. But he knows that Perricard was going to have one bad game. Lob goes up from Djokovic, and that's going out. All right, that's one saved. Well, Nole knows this. You just got to stick around long enough to get this opportunity. Still break point, 30-40. Serve and volley, Perricard. Djokovic passing shot. Perricard volleys, Djokovic pass. In the net. We didn't want to go for the lob because Perricard's tall, but maybe it was worth it. Deuce. Chad, does anyone else do like a load of washing, put it out next to the heater, and then turn the heater on full ball for 2 hours, and then your house smells like a laundromat? I feel like I'm at a dry cleaners. My house smells like linen. Passing shot, Djokovic, is that in? No, it's out. Umpire said no. Advantage Perricard. My house smells like I've walked into a dry cleaners. All right, advantage Perricard. That's good though, right? Yeah, I mean, it could be worse. It could smell like poo. Perricard holds 3-0. 3-0. First chance Djokovic has had on the serve, but he couldn't take it. 3-0. All right, back to Nole. All right. Back to Djokovic. As long as it doesn't smell damp. No, it smells fine. It smells like dry cleaned. Like it smells like I've just taken my linen out of the dryer. It's just like that heat smell or whatever. Anyway, drop shot Djokovic. Perricard. Oh, gets it back. Djokovic with a lob. GMP. Tweener. Oh, it's a lob. And it's long. Nice hitting from Nole. 15 love. 15 love. Great pickup by, I mean, to hit a lob on the dead stretch over Perricard, who's 7'10" million, is really impressive from Nole. Serve from the back into Perricard. 4 now from Djokovic. That's a good shot. Perricard gets it back though, sliced. Nole off the tape, goes up the line and long. Okay. 15-0. 15-0. Nole serves again. If we go to a tiebreak, this is going to be a hell of a tiebreak. We're only halfway there, though. We've got plenty of time. All right, return goes in the forehand to Djokovic. He puts it away. 30-15. Djokovic serves again. Fault. Second serve. Serve in the back to Perricard. Djokovic back into the forehand of Perricard. Djokovic backhand into the back of Perricard up the line of the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard on the attack. Comes in with a smash. Puts it away. $30-all GMP. $30-all. GMP looked in the mirror after Feast withdrew and said, "It's up to me now." We're supposed to be doing this against Sinner, not Djokovic. He's not supposed to be doing this against Nole. It's supposed to be against Sinner. We need Sinner to play against this guy. Nole was never the problem. Sinner's the one who's kicking everyone's ass. 30-0. First there's a fault. The worst birthday present ever. Serve. Into the forehand of Perricard. He runs around the backhand. Djokovic forehand again to the forehand of Perricard. Djokovic backhand. Into the forehand of Perricard. It's a tape. Goes out. Oh, GMP was in that rally. 40-30. Nole's looking a little mouth breathy. All right. 40-30. Seven to the forehand of Perricard. Return. To the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard backhand. Into the Djokovic backhand. It's Perricard with a forehand inside out winner. Jeez, that forehand is so lethal when he gets time to hit it. Deuce. When he gets that time to wind up, and he just crushes it. Oh, man. It's brutal. Deuce. Serve again. Here's a let from Djokovic. Serve again. To the back of Perricard. Turn goes wide and Djokovic gets to advantage. It's a slingshot. Yeah, it is a bit of a slingshot. All right. Advantage Djokovic. GMP returns into the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard lob. Djokovic smash. Perricard gets it back with the backhand. Djokovic on the baseline. Drop shot. Perricard gets it. Oh, hits it in the net. Djokovic 4-3. Stays in front. All right, GMP. He's going to have to keep serving. By the way, GMP's only been in front once, and that was when he served for the set. Every other game he's been having to defend. All right. 4-3 Nole. Argument to be made that Clay's GMP's favorite surfers as he gets time to return and can run around the forehand. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think it's probably still grass, right? Because his serve, which is his biggest weapon, has the most effect. I would say grass would be his... or indoor hard courts, right? Fast courts. But you're right. Maybe for his forehand, so he can rip it on the clay, maybe maybe he doesn't mind it. I mean, look, he's from France, right? I don't think clay is his... I don't think he hates playing on clay. But that serve is not as effective on the clay as it would be if it was on an indoor hard court. Which is part of the reason why I can see now why Djokovic is playing this match here at night. Even though it's still warm outside, it's still like 28, 29 degrees Celsius. But if you're going to play Perricard, you want to play him at night. It's what, like 10 p.m. almost, right? On clay. That's your, like, his serve is going to be its worst at that point. I thought that said 296 kilometers. I nearly lost my mind. It's 196. I nearly lost my mind. 296k serve. Are you kidding me? Biggest serve of all time? That would have been crazy. Anyways, forehand from Perricard into the backhand of Djokovic. GMP forehand to the forehand of Djokovic again. GMP with the backhand. Djokovic on the attack. Perricard slice. Djokovic forehand again. He's a winner. Love 15. Love 15. All right, serve again. In the backhand of Djokovic, GMP drop shot. Perricard now with the pass goes wide though. Djokovic too good. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. $296 would have gone through the wall. True. Yeah, true. Would have broken something. Speed of sound. First serve's a fault, second serve. GMP is improving significantly since he's hired Greg. Well, he's playing well today. As we're going to return now to the forehand of Perricard. Backhand slash Djokovic in the ground. 15:30. There's GMP serves again. All right. There's a bit of volley from Perricard. That's just too good. Great serve. Phenomenal volley. 30-all. Beautiful volley. I mean, he kicks the serve out wide, and he comes in with the volley. They had a little bit of side spin that was sort of like spinning away from Djokovic too. So even if Nole tried to get it, it hit the ground and kind of like moved away from Djokovic. If Djokovic was able to recover in time. 30-all. Perricard forehand inside out. Djokovic going to get there with a backhand pass. Perricard volley in the net. Breakpoint Djokovic 30-40. 30-40. Tsitsipas can never, ever from now on, it's better for him to retire. Can we stop retiring people, please? It's really annoying. 30-40. Great serve out wide. Perricard back to deuce. All right. Deuce. Perricard survives for now. What's the score with Dillian and Royer? Royer is up 2 sets to love. GMP with a let. Also, Castella's 4-3 up in the first. 40. We get to deuce. We got a fault from Perricard. Second serve. Grandpa, go home. How dare you? I'm not old. Don't be so rude. Backhand to backhand rally. And Djokovic drop shot. Perricard gets there. Djokovic pass. Perricard volley in the nets. Advantage Nole. To get this break. Finally get this break. Djokovic's family all on their feet. The entire Djokovic family is there. And Troitsky right in the middle, just like, I told you he's the hype man. And Nole's having a smile. Advantage Djokovic. Perricard serves. Backhand return. Djokovic in the forward. Perricard. Djokovic just gets this right. Oh, but he overhit it. Oh, he had the shot. He had the whole line open, but he just overhit it. Perricard hit it too hard to him. All right, deuce. Perricard has saved all break points. Djokovic, that was probably Djokovic's best chance too. That backhand up the line. If he just could have kept it down, it would have been a break for sure. It would have been a winner. All right, Perricard, serve and volley, but Djokovic is there with an easy backhand straight to Perricard at the net. And Djokovic says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit it at you, but I did. Advantage Djokovic. To get this break. And then to serve for the second. All right, Perricard serves. A fault. Second serve. By the way, to the guy that keeps on saying, Grandpa, go home, you go home. All right? I'm not your grandpa. I don't even know you. As the backhand return goes into the backhand of Perricard, sliced into the backhand of Djokovic. Perricard, backhand again. Into the backhand of Nole. Perricard with another backhand. Into the Djokovic forehand. Perricard goes up the line. Djokovic there with his backhand. He hits a moon ball, but hits it out. Weird shot. I think Djokovic had a bad bounce. Or he can't see the ball. Djokovic couldn't see where the ball was coming. All right. Deuce. Don't worry, Cam. They're not talking about you. They're talking about Djokovic. Thank you. Still, that person needs to go home. It's annoying. A 39-year-old is not a grandpa. Well, I mean, he's not a grandpa. And plus, don't be rigid grandpas. Backhand return. Into the forehand. Perricard. Djokovic. No, sorry. Perricard hit it long. Advantage Nole. Advantage Djokovic. Advantage Djokovic to take the break and serve the second. Is Perricard for edge? Yes. Good serve out wide. We're definitely in deuce jail. Bro, convert break points, please. He's doing his best. He's trying his best. Leave him alone. Deuce. Deuce. Serving the forehand to Djokovic. Return. Into the forehand of Perricard. Djokovic back on the stretch. Perricard forehand goes again to the Djokovic backhand. Perricard. Forehand again. Djokovic guesses right with the backhand. Perricard forehand inside out. Winner eventually. Jeez. He kept doing it, and Djokovic is like, I'm here. And then one too many. Djokovic couldn't get it. By the way, I swear Craig O'Shaughnessy worked with Djokovic, right? So he would know. He would be better than Rosetsky at knowing how to beat Djokovic because he's been with Djokovic. I'm looking at a photo of him and Djokovic from like 2018. How Craig O'Shaughnessy... Oh, okay. Did he? Yeah, he worked with Djokovic. Yeah, he worked with Djokovic. So he'd know. Anyways, GMP holds. Tough hold. Yeah, Craig O'Shaughnessy served as Djokovic's official strategy and data analytics coach in 2017 to 2019. O'Shaughnessy helped Djokovic get back to world number 1 and win 4 Grand Slams. So yeah, he would probably know how to play Djokovic. So he's probably more useful than Rosetsky. And that's probably why they keep showing him celebrating, because he's like, yeah, I told him that. I told you he couldn't do backhands 3 times in a row. Inside out forehand for the win. Let's go. 4-4. Good hold by GMP. As Nole serves a let. Will Sinner play with the light blue kit? I think so. I think that's going to be the kit. All right. As we're falling inside out, winner by Djokovic. Or did it go wide? No, it went in. It went in. 15 love. Oh, yeah, we're out of the dungeons. My bad. Sorry. 15 love. Return goes into the backhand of Djokovic. Forehand now from Perricard. Djokovic slices it in. Perricard hits it wide. 30 love.
A donation to the gods of Novak for the win.
Hey, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Chad, should we have a... Do we need a douche jail emoji? Would that be something that we could use? I don't know how that would look on this. I feel like a douche jail could actually work. That could be a fun emoji. Definitely, yeah. Douche jail. I feel like douche jail would be it could be an appropriate emoji. I don't know how it would look. Have a look. Let me try and work on something. Hang on. Let me try and make something. 5-4 Djokovic, by the way. Now, if we do that, then we do this. Then we do that. And then I don't know if this is going to look bad or good. Hang on. It looks all right. Now let's see how it looks in a tiny emoji though. All right, Perricard serving for the set. Sorry, serving to stay in the set. There's Perricard 15 love. All right, 15 love. By the way, somebody said put a juice box behind jail bars. That's actually not a bad idea. That's a great idea, actually. Now, let me try that. That actually could look way better than what I had. Now, let's see what that looks like. That might actually be way better. All right, Djokovic running back for a lob, puts it back up. 30 love, Perricard, and Perricard puts it by the volley. 40 love. Now, let's have a look. I'll get rid of one of the... I'll replace the Murray emoji because that was just a placeholder anyway. For now. Let's see if it looks any good. How do I... YouTube? Okay. It looks all right. A playing card with 2 on it, deuce. Maybe, yeah, we could do that too. All right. Perricard 40-15. Is it good or bad? I don't know. It looks all right. It looks all right. All right, 40-30. Yeah, maybe I could fix it up a bit. All right, nice Perricard 5-5. I feel like it's a little... I feel like this works too. You can kind of see it. Or is that better? That's the other one. All right, 5-all. I feel like that works better because you can kind of see what the word says then. Is that good, or which one was better? Number 1 or number 2? All right. Djokovic 4-4 with Perricard. Perricard's a wide. And it's 15 love. Maybe if I just make it a little less. That's a little too much, I think. Number 2. Okay, we'll stick with number 2 then. All right, Djokovic is a lovely almost like no look behind the back volley winner. 30 love. Beautiful hitting from Djokovic. Djokovic's volleys are so underrated. Yeah, just a 360 no look volley. Didn't even do the spin. He just kind of hit the volley and then looked over his shoulder. Was like, yeah, that was in. Walked to the baseline like a boss. All right, 30 love. All right, as Djokovic 40 love. As Djokovic gets to 6-5. No break this time. Djokovic 6-5. Perricard's going to have to serve to take this to a tiebreak. All right. How are we doing, chat? Where are we watching from? I haven't asked that today. On day 1. Where are we watching from? Where are we watching from? I'm in Australia. It's 6 in the morning. All right. We got Chicago, Pakistan, Florida, Dublin, Kentucky, Poland, Dubai, Greece, Pakistan, Poland again, Canada, Italy, East Sussex, Ireland, South Africa, New Zealand, California, Luxembourg, Serbia, Mumbai, Albuquerque, Burnley, Vegas, Glasgow, Nigeria, St. Martin, a Caribbean island. Nice. Detroit, Slovenia, Liverpool, Portugal, Bangladesh, Mozambique, Pakistan, Portugal, Georgia, France, Nigeria, Surrey, Disneyland. That sounded like fake. 15, love 15. Djokovic wins the first point. Love 15. As we get a fault from Perricard. Seconds. Whoa, what's the time? Is it 10 o'clock local time? It is. 10 past 10. Jeez. Late finish to day 1. 7-4 to Djokovic. Return goes back to Perricard. Djokovic 4 on the stretch. GMP Back in the rally. Slice. Into the forehand of Perricard. Perricard overhits it. Djokovic love 30. Perricard, by the way, got back in the rally with a beautiful little backhand up the line. But Djokovic was able to win the point. Love 30. Love 30. And then an ace down the tee. 223 Ks. 1530. I don't know how many miles that is, but you do the math. 1530. As the return goes to forehand of Perricard. Up goes a lob by Djokovic, but Perricard just... Oh, he missed it! He's even reacting, Perricard. He's like, how did I miss that? How did he miss that? He missed, like, the smash was perfect, and then he just went like, whoops. Shocking miss. It was an easy smash. Djokovic got set points. 15-40. Perricard serves. Why do I feel like a return win is coming? Serve out wide the front of Djokovic. Return. Oh, it's in the net. Oh, that would have been a return winner. Even his wife's like, oh man, how'd that happen? Everybody's freaking out. That goes in. It's 1 set all. That goes over 1 set all. Easy. Still set point 30-40. Perricard serves. An ace. Don't the crowd love it? Deuce. Plot armor is crazy. GMP survives. Deuce. 10 aces for GMP. As he serves a fold out wide. Second serve. Serve to the back of Djokovic. Volley from GMP. No good. And Djokovic puts it away. Yeah, GMP with a second serve volley. No good. Advantage Nole. Nole to take the second set. Advantage Djokovic. All right. Perricard serves. An ace because, okay. And Djokovic with a big thumbs up. I don't know what he's doing that to the crowd. Someone in the crowd, or was it someone upstairs? Did something distract him? Djokovic is giving a big thumbs up to somebody up the stands. Deuce. All right. Perricard saves another one. He serves. Into the forehand, Djokovic in the net. By the way, Djokovic is reacting late. I wonder if he can't see the ball. Not because of the serving being fast, but because there's something behind the court. Like, I wonder if he's losing the ball in the back of the advertising, where it's like sort of like that bright. It's not really bright, but it's sort of that white. Maybe he's throwing the ball up and Djokovic just can't react. That was a slow reaction for Nole. Advantage. Perricard. Djokovic returns the forehand. Perricard. Djokovic comes to the net. Perricard passes a lob. Djokovic smash. Perricard backhand. In the net. Deuce. GMP had no business almost winning that point. Even Djokovic is like, how did he even get close? I should have won that point 3 shots ago. All right, Deuce. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Deuce jail. That's a reminder to me, too, that I'll actually put the thing on. All right. Back to Deuce. Serve. Into the back of Djokovic. Perricard winds up that forehand. Hits it straight to Djokovic's backhand. Up the line and out of the forehand of Perricard on the stretch. Perricard hits it out. Djokovic with a 4th set point to take the second set. Nearly an hour, nearly 2 hours played. All right. Another set point. Perricard serves a fault. Second serve. Serving to the back end of Djokovic. Return goes into the front of Perricard. Djokovic forehand. Inside in. Perricard gets it back. Djokovic on the attack. Perricard's there with the backhand. As Djokovic forehand inside in again. Perricard gets it back. Djokovic on the attack. Forehand again. As Perricard gets it back into the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard forehand again. To the backhand of Djokovic. Perricard backhand on the stretch. Djokovic drop shot. Perricard gets it, but it's wide. As Djokovic points to his ear. And he wants them to cheer. They'll give him a round of applause. They respect him, but I'll tell you, he's like, come on, let's go. Wait, are they booing or cheering? Hang on. No, they're cheering. They're cheering. They're cheering. He takes a set. I think he's like, I finally broke him. Can I get some love? Come on now. That was hard to break. All right, Nole takes a second. It's 1-0. I tell you, GMP almost hit a ridiculous shot to save it too. Just went wide. Anyways, Djokovic, 13 winners, 7 errors. Perricard, 17 winners, 7 errors. Perricard didn't serve as well. He was losing a lot more first. You got to remember as well, chat. Fatigue for Perricard. Like, Perricard's going to be serving bombs in the first set, right? But once we get to 2, 3, 4 hours, Perricard's serve's not going to be as aggressive and not as easy, not as hard, right? It's going to be easy for Djokovic to get back. Plus, also, the later it gets in the night, the colder it's going to get. So the serves are going to be, is going to slow down too, right? So the longer this match, the better for Djokovic in so many ways. Mainly, it's going to hopefully provide Djokovic more chances to break, right? That was the first break of the match for Djokovic too. All right. And I tell you what, the encouraging thing with Djokovic is he doesn't look tired. Like, remember, like, the last couple of years, we've seen him play matches where it's been really, really grinding, and after the first hour and a half, 2 hours, he looks tired. He looks fresh. Well, not fresh, but he looks fine. He doesn't look bothered. He's not fatigued. Maybe it's because he's not playing a guy that would make him fatigue, but yeah, he doesn't look bothered, Djokovic. He doesn't look tired. So that's a plus. All right, now, the winner of this match will take on Roya, who, for good thing for Djokovic, is another big serving Frenchman. So this is great preparation for that matchup in the second round, if Djokovic can win this match. Castella's winning at the moment. She's up a set and a double break. Also, Sonigo and Herbert are 1 set all, and they're going to go 5 hours. So good luck for that. All right. Who would Djokovic play in the next round? So he's going to play against Roya, who's a big serving Frenchman as well. And then Prismic or Fonseca. And that's where the real physical match will be, I think. Because he should be able to play, if he can get through this, he should be able to get through Roya, probably in straight sets, unless it's a really hot afternoon and Roya's serving out of a tree. But then the Prismic or Fonseca match on Friday. And it'd be Friday night. They'll probably, unless there's Frenchmen playing, it'll be on a Friday night. Unless Djokovic wants it to be during the day. Maybe he doesn't want to play a grinding match against Prismic at night. Maybe he wants to play in the afternoon in the heat. I don't know. But yeah, Friday would be Djokovic versus one of those guys, right? If Djokovic wins his next match. And this match. So yeah. So that's what's ahead. All right. For second, Djokovic will be generational. So will Prismic, though, in a Grand Slam. I mean, both of those matches will be a classic if Djokovic can get there. Are you assuming that he wins this one? Of course. Now that he's just broken for the first time, I feel like Djokovic is going to start to put the foot down. Remember the last couple of games in that set, Djokovic had chances against Perricard, multiple chances. And he couldn't take them until the very last. I mean, he even had 4 set points until he finally got there. But I feel like now Djokovic, the serve's getting slower because Perricard's getting tired, right? He's played, they've already played 2 hours. The conditions are getting slower, right? The temperature's dropping. And I think Djokovic is going to like his chances of breaking a lot more. I mean, Djokovic could be a 3-love or 4-1 in like the next 20 minutes, right? I'm surprised we haven't had a tiebreak, though. We've had 2 non-tiebreak sets. That second set went for 1 hour as well. All right, here we go. Djokovic to serve first in the third. As the return goes into the forehand of Djokovic, Perricard backhand. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard wins the first point, love 15. Love watching along here while watching live in France. Way better commentary from you. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it, Madeline. Appreciate it. What, are you at the French Open? Are you at... You're in France. You're from France. You're visiting France. You're France? French. Ah, 15-0. Hodar is in the bottom half of the draw with this guy. Serving to the forehand of Perricard. Return. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Perricard forehand goes wide. And it's 30-15. France and French. All right. Well, good to have you. All right. As a backhand slice from Djokovic, backhand from Perricard goes wide. It's 40-15. All right, 40-15. By the way, Chad, I just want to bring this up because I know somebody's going to bring it up over the next couple of weeks. So apparently, since the year 2000, Sinner is the second heaviest favorite to win the French. Behind Rafa 2009. Now, Rafa 2009, he lost, right? So that's not a good... You don't want to be the heaviest favorite since Rafa 2009, right? And this is at a Grand Slam. This isn't just the French Open. This is at a Grand Slam. So, not Djokovic. Rafa 2018 French Open he was a heavy favorite there. Roger Wimbledon 2006 Australian Open Roger 2007 Australian Open and Wimbledon 2010 Rafa, all on that list. Now, especially 2018 Rafa, even 2009 Rafa, right? Is Sinner... Should we make any comparison? Like, should we read into that at all? Because, yes, Sinner is kicking everyone's ass. But if Alcaraz was in the draw, and even like Musetti and Fils and Draper and Runa, he wouldn't be as heavy favorite, would he? Like the lack, the lack of competition, right, against Sinner is definitely a reason why he's heavy favorite, right? It's not just because he's playing well. He's playing well, right? He's playing well. You got to give him that too. But Sinner's the second heaviest favorite at a Grand Slam since 2000 because, one, he's playing well, but two, his biggest rival's not there. Whereas 2018 Rafa, did he have Novak and Federer? Maybe not. Because Federer didn't play the French, And Novak was injured, right? So maybe, okay. 2009, though, Roger was there. And Rafa was still there. But that was bad omen. He lost. But yeah, was 2008 Rafa, did that French Open have Novak? I don't think it did. Because he had the elbow thing, right? And then he came back after that at the US Open and then went on to be number one. So maybe now that I think about it, maybe 2018 Rafa should also be like, well, the competition wasn't there. All right, love 30 by the way. Djokovic trying to break 15-30. So really, 2006 Roger, you could say Rafa, was Rafa there? Yeah, Rafa lost early and Novak wasn't around. So 2010 Rafa was probably the heaviest favorite to win, and the competition was there. But even then, Djokovic was just getting started, so maybe not. I don't know. I mean, look, it works both ways, right? You can be heavy favorite because you're playing well and you're unbeatable, but you can also be heavy favorite because your competition's not there or they're way out, Zverev's way off, right? Interesting. But something to think about. Oh, yeah, 2018 team was there, true. Djokovic 15-40, by the way. Uh, 15-40. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I just don't want people to compare, like, Sinner at the French Open is like Rafa. I was like, what? That's not, like, it's got nothing to do with, like, Rafa at the French versus Sinner at the French. It's just the odds, right? It's all the odds. Good serve, GMP, and then the forehand goes in the net, though. Terrible forehand. That was a tired forehand from GMP. And Djokovic has got 2 love. Yeah. I want to just double check. 2018 Roland Garros. I know Federer didn't play the French, so team was there. Yeah, so there was no Djokovic, no Federer. So the second seed was Zverev. Wow. That's creepy. I didn't realize Zverev in 2018 was that good. Zverev was the number 2 seed back in 2018 French Open. Really? Obviously, I'm reading it, but he was the number 2 seed? What? That's crazy. Djokovic did play, but he lost to Cecchinato. So Djokovic was there, and Djokovic had been coming back from injury. He was way down below. He was at 20th seed. Jesus. But Federer didn't play, because Federer didn't play clay back then. And then you had Delpo semifinals. Rafa wiped him off the court. Zverev, Cilic, Dimitrov, Wawrinka. So it was a competitive list, 2018. It just didn't have Roger. But then Roger on clay against Rafa at Roland Garros wasn't a thing, so. All right. Perricard, I think's hurt his thumb. I think Perricard's hurt his hand. He's just grabbed his thumb. I think he might have hurt himself. 30, love. Is he cramping? Was he cramping? Is that what he was doing? His hand's cramping. That sucks. Return goes out. Yeah, his right hand as well. So his racket hand. Yeah, Perricard's hand might be cramping. Trainer's coming out. It's either that or he's got blisters. Nah, he's not. He doesn't have blisters. He's going like this. His hand muscles are not working. All right, Djokovic. Yeah, Perricard's arm is his hand. Yeah, Perricard's going like this. He's got hand cramps, I reckon. Trainers come out. 3 love Djokovic. You said you never knew Zverev was that good. What are you talking about? He is good. What? Anyways, Perricard's getting some treatment, but yeah, his arm is cramping. His right arm is cramping. No, I was exaggerating. I know Zverev was that good. He won Rome that year. I think he won Rome that year. He won Madrid one of those years as well. He beat Djokovic. Did he win Rome in 2017? It's just surprising that Zverev was the number 2 seed at a slam back in 2018. That's what's surprising. And that 2026, 8 years later, he's still number 2. Like, that's weird to me, to think that, like, Zverev was that. I thought, okay, Zverev was, like, top 10 back then. I didn't realize he was number 2. Like, Zverev as the second seed was crazy. By the way, Zverev as the second seed was the first time in 12 years that a Big Four player wasn't in the top seeds. that it wasn't a top two one big four. So it's not only was it shocking for me, but it was also shocking for them. So you should be shocked. And if you're not surprised, then you're just smarter than me, right? Perricard not getting treatment because that's illegal. All right, 3-love. But Perricard's cramping, and he's going to have to serve now. His arm is bothering him. Hey, Dragon, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Do you think Novak will reach 120 match wins to beat Roger? Here? Or in general? Like, what's the match wins what? At what? Slams? What's the record? What is it? Where are the matches won? All right, Perricard. This is bad for Perricard. Because if he can't serve, then he can't compete. Love 15. Serving the 400. Djokovic return goes in the 400. Perricard. Perricard hits it out. Love 30. Love 30. Perricard's won 2 points in this set. As Perricard serving volleys, that's how much he doesn't want to play long rallies. Djokovic in the net with a backhand. Yeah, Perricard's just like serving, volleying everything. He doesn't want to play long rallies. 15-30. Yeah, GMP looks pretty tired. Serve and volley. Puts that away, all right. Hey, look, serve and volley tactic might actually be all right. Might not be the worst. Oh, pardon me. All right, 30-all. Oh, you're saying that Roger has 120 more matches won than Djokovic? Oh, you're saying like career matches. Okay. Do I think Djokovic can overtake Federer in that? Probably not. He's got to have to play a lot. 120 matches, right? Okay, so that's 2 seasons of 50. Actually, how many did he play last year? Maybe it is 3. He's got to play 3 years then, right? Maybe 3 more years and he can take it. Perricard holds. All right, GMP on the board. 3-1 Djokovic. Last year, Djokovic played 50 matches. Okay. And then 45. Did you say match wins? So last year he won 40 or 39. The year before 37. The year before 56. So he's probably not going to win 50 matches again because he doesn't play enough. Even back in the late 2010s, he was winning 53, 57. Like 50 matches is his sort of like 55 matches, right? So what's 100? So he's got to win 120 matches, right? 120 divided by 3. How many? What the hell is this stupid computer doing? All right, so let's say he plays for another 3 years, 40 matches a year for the next 3 years, 40 wins a year for the next 3 years. He's going to play the Olympics. So we got this year, next year, and the year after. That's 3 seasons. He might be able to. He's got to get 40 wins this year, next year, and the year after. But if he plays the Olympics, right? Let's say that that's the Olympic year is the end, right? That's where he finishes. He could. He's just going to have to win 40 matches for those 3 years, which is achievable because he's won, around, like I said, 37, 39 the last couple of seasons. So he might be able to get more wins than Fed, maybe. Djokovic drop shot 40 love. Maybe. As we return from Perricard, Djokovic backing up the lines, a winner. 4-1 Nole. No, I said in 20 minutes. Has it been 20 minutes? It feels like it's been quicker. 14 minutes, 4-1. There you go. GMP's hand is giving him trouble. He seems to be cramping in his hand. Trainer's not coming back, though, so that's a good sign. Give the man some pickle juice. I feel like people don't understand what destroying means. Yeah. That is true. Proper Grand Slam tennis. Yeah, it is. Big show. Today's been a good day. We've had some good matches. We've had some, like, this match has been really fun. I knew GMP was going to put on a show. All right. Here we go. 4-1 GMP's down. It's only one break, though. It's only one break. As Djokovic is out in the return, 15 love. All right, 30 love. GMP serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. All right, 30-15. As GMP forehand to the back of Djokovic, he hits a backhand up the line for a winner. And it's 30-all. Nole going for the kill. All right, 30-all. All right, GMP backhand. Goes in the corner, Djokovic. GMP on the stretch with a slice. As Djokovic hits the back up the line, GMP puts up a lob, but it's wide. Djokovic going straight for the breadstick here. He wants a baguette. He's in France. He's hungry. All right. First there's a fault. Return goes in, but then GMP smacks it out. And there it is. That's the double break. Djokovic 5-1. 5-1. All right. Are you slow? What are you talking about? Zverev is winning a slam. I don't care. He will beat Sinner one day. Bro, I am not slow. I am fast. I am fast. I can run a 100-meter dash in like 12 seconds. I'm fast, bro. I'm fast. I'm like a gazelle. Are you not talking to me? Okay, don't worry about it. All right, whatever. Anyway, Djokovic 15 love. I thought you were doing me. I'm fast. Ready, chat? Watch this. Did you even see me run around the room 3 times? Didn't think so. See? Didn't even see, chat. I ran around this room 3 times and you didn't even see it. See? 30 love. Djokovic serves an ace. All right. 40 love. Djokovic to take the third. First serve's a fault, second serve. This set has been fast, by the way. Speaking of fast, this set. Perricard returned the backhand of Djokovic up the line. Perricard gets it back with a forehand, but he overhits it. Djokovic, 6-1. That was like 23 minutes. Arsenal fans are over the moon after winning the league. Yeah. You're goddamn right. Cam, you are patient with people. Yeah, you got to be. Is this game, the Sonigo Herbert game, the only ones left? I think so, yeah. Perricard's getting treatment on that arm again. He is in pain. It is nearly 11 p.m., by the way. Whoop, we've lost the score. Hang on. I forgot we're playing a Grand Slam. My bad. We've lost the score. There we go. This is our first 4-setter of the tournament, chat. Djokovic needs first one more set. That is true. Perricard is cooked. Yeah, Perricard's getting work on that arm. So it's definitely cramped because he's not getting a medical timeout. So yeah, Perricard's arm's cramping up. Which is a shame. Hopefully he loosens it up so he can at least play for the 4th. Make it competitive. Cam, in your opinion, what is the reason why Roland Garros doesn't have night sessions at Longland? Is it mostly expensive? I don't know. I don't know why they don't have night sessions over at Longland. Not sure. I guess they technically have night sessions, but it just depends on how late the day goes, right? But I don't know why they don't do it. Not sure. All right, here we go. GMP to serve. 4th set. Return goes into the backhand of Perricard. Djokovic backhand. Again, the backhand of Perricard up the line of the front of Djokovic. Perricard in the net. Yeah, GMP needs to serve. Needs to get the serves. Get the free points. In order for him to be competitive in this 4th set. You can get treatment for cramp. You're not allowed to get a medical timeout for cramp. Actually, you know what? That's not even true. You can get a medical timeout for cramp. You have to forfeit a game. Like that's the price you pay, right? So you can actually get a medical timeout for cramp. You just sacrifice the scoreboard. But you're allowed to get treatment at the change of ends. That's normal. We talked about this last week. So Sinner getting a medical timeout, but we don't think that was cramp, though. I mean, he didn't look like he was cramping. It looked like he just had a leg injury. But if you're cramping, you're allowed to get treatment. You're just not allowed to have a medical timeout unless you want to get penalized, and then you can take the penalty, like Alcaraz did, remember, against Djokovic, Roland Garros. Remember 2024 when Alcaraz could barely walk in that semi-final? And then Alcaraz took the medical timeout at the start of the 4th, I think it was, or start of the 3rd? Start of the 3rd. And he got penalized the game. You can take a medical timeout. You just get penalties. Why is it going 4? Because it's best of 5. We're at a Grand Slam. Anyways, Djokovic, 15-40. Sinner lied and said it was something else? Well, look. I can't... I don't know what he said. I don't speak Italian. Djokovic. 2 break points, 15-40. To keep this momentum going. First serve default, second serve. Oh, no night session because of the surrounding community. Oh, really? Okay. Anyways, Djokovic with the lob. Goes long, 30-40. All right, so it's got something to do with the council or something, maybe some rules. That's fair enough. Roland Garros is kind of like Wimbledon. It's right in the middle of an area, right? It's not it's not like, remote in the middle of nowhere. All right, 30-40. Djokovic still got a chance to break here. He hits the back end of the forehand of Perricard. Djokovic forehand again. Goes in the net. We get to deuce. All right. All right. Deuce. All right, backhand goes in the net by Djokovic, but I think Perricard might have hit it out. Yeah, Perricard hit it too big. Advantage Djokovic. Am I watching Kazakhina's Sonmez tomorrow? I don't want to watch that match. I don't want to watch that match. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, to be honest, because tomorrow's kind of a shambles. Tomorrow kind of sucks. Forehand goes in the back of Djokovic. Backhand, a forehand from Perricard. Djokovic backhand. Again to the forehand of Perricard. Cross-court forehand Djokovic. Perricard. Shank. Goes in. The backhand of Djokovic. Perricard backhand into the Djokovic forehand. As Perricard with the forehand again. Djokovic. Cross-court again. Perricard gets it. Djokovic runs around the backhand. Hits a drop shot. And that's a winner. One love Nole. Yeah, tomorrow kind of stinks. It sucks tomorrow. The only matches tomorrow that I'm like super excited for is Swiatek and Raducanu. I don't know, man. The other players that I want to watch are happening at the same time. So, like, Hodar's playing same time as Raducanu. Wawrinka is playing at the same time as both of them. I mean, Rublev Bruze is happening later. Maybe we could watch that. That kind of sounds like it could be a fun 4 or 5 setup, maybe. But other than that, I'm like, there's no good matches late on the day, at least on paper. Maybe there will be, but yeah. And the night session's Monfils, so we could maybe watch Le Mans versus Gaston, but I would rather watch Monfils play a non-Frenchman, so then that way it's at least the crowd's going to be super biased. With Gaston, they'll still be pro Monfils, but it's still like, it's a win-win for the crowd, you know. Perricard in there, 15 love. So yeah, tomorrow kind of sucks. Unfortunately. But we'll watch stuff. Ugh, don't you worry. We'll watch tennis. When's Eala playing? She's playing on Tuesday. By the way, chat, don't forget to sub if you haven't already. Day 1 of 15. We've got so much tennis coming up over the next 2 weeks. Perricard hits a lovely winner, 15-0. 15-0. Vucevic, Berrettini could be good. Yeah, maybe. All right. Backhand slice. Into the front of Djokovic. Perricard passing shot. Too good. 15-30. All right, GMP. 15-30. Chance here for GMP to maybe get back on serve. All right, Djokovic, great serve, 30-0. Serve again from Nole. As the return goes in, the forehand Djokovic up the line. Great shot, Nole. And then Perricard hits a passing shot winner. Djokovic hit it wasn't too bad at the net there, but Perricard passed him. All right, the crowd's going nuts. 30-40. All right. And even Djokovic is laughing. He's like, how'd he do that? How'd he do that? Djokovic is laughing his face off. All right. 30-40. Djokovic serves. To the back of the Perricard. Djokovic forehand. As GMP goes up the middle, Djokovic drop shot. Wide, okay. Perricard breaks back. All right, GMP back on serve. Cool. One. By the way, second set took 22 minutes, which was almost a quarter of the second set, which is crazy. All right, GMP lives. As he serves, an ace. All right. 15 love. By the way, chat, we're almost at 600 likes. Come on, we can get to 1,000 likes. It's a Djokovic match. Where are the Djokovic fans at? 4-0 from Perricard. That's a winner. 30 love. Perricard, by the way, might be feeling a little better. His arm is clearly not giving him as much problems as it was like 20 minutes ago. $30 love. Isn't it a rule now that the ATP have all tournaments auto line calls? Yes, but the ATP. Remember, the slams are not ATP. That's why Roland Garros do their own thing. Wow, Perricard winner. Perricard's on fire. 40 love. He has caught fire. So the reason why Roland Garros don't obey those rules is because the ATP is not the same as the Grand Slams. They're different things. They're run differently. The Grand Slams are independent, and the ATP and the WTA are different. So, Djokovic didn't even move. What happened there? Perricard 2-1. So that's why Roland Garros don't have to do shit. They don't have to do anything. So they can do whatever they want or not do anything. You know, they don't have to have electronic line calls if they don't want to, because they're an independent body, right? Yeah, Perricard, by the way, they're just showing the replay. His whole arm was like freaking out. But it seems like he's gotten a lot better. He's feeling a lot better. Lions person to call the calls is a downgrade. Well, tell them that. Hopefully his arm is fine now. Yeah. It makes it more fun if it's a competitive fourth, right? Even if Djokovic wins. Also, still have a toilet break and medical in his pocket for in case. What, Djokovic? Or are you talking about Perricard? Who are you talking about? Oh, you say GOAT also. Okay. All right. Perricard leads 2-1. Sonny goes to go another set. Yeah, that match is going to go forever. All right, Nole serves again. He's down now, 2-1. Return. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Backing up from Perricard. Djokovic backing up the line. Perricard slices it back. Djokovic drop shot. Lands in. Perricard gets it. Djokovic goes up the line. Perricard can't get it. Oh, he does get it! But Djokovic puts it away. Perricard would like this. I thought he wasn't going to get it. He just kind of flicked it up last second. That's a tricky shot. 15 love. How did he get that? I didn't even see the replay. What the hell? How did he get to that little flick backhand? I thought he was going to leave it. Oh, no, he got there. He just kind of, flicked it behind the back. Djokovic is ready. All right, return goes back into Perricard. Djokovic backing up the line. Perricard shanks the forehand long. 30 love. Not familiar with Hoda, but I'm guessing he's a top clay court specialist. I wouldn't say he's a clay court specialist. He's just performing well on clay right now. I'd say he's probably clay first, but I don't think he's a specialist. Because he's won a US Open Juniors. He's done okay on grass in Juniors too. And his game, I think, can translate to the other surfaces pretty well. He's just doing well on clay to start his career, right? I mean, he's playing well at the moment on clay. But I'm sure we're going to see him play well on grass, play well on hard courts as well. As the return goes out by Perricard, and it's 40 love. But he's he's an exciting player to watch. Ah, 40 love. As the return from Perricard goes out, Djokovic levels 2-0, fourth set. All right, 2-2. This feels like a practice session, not going to lie. Does it though? Does it feel like a practice? I don't think so. I mean, Djokovic looks pretty stressed. Return goes in the forehand of Perricard. Djokovic backhand lob. Perricard lets it bounce. Puts it away. And there's 15 love. Top 3 tennis movies in your opinion? Keen to get some recommendations. Challenges is great. It's less about tennis, more about like a love story, I guess, or triangle, but that's a good movie. King Richard is great. It didn't win an Oscar for nothing. And Wimbledon. 30 love. Wimbledon's classic. You gotta watch Wimbledon. It's classic. 30 love. The return goes in there. 40 love. Those were my 3 recommendations. Because I know people are going to start saying like, oh, you should watch this documentary. No. You want to watch movies? You don't want to watch, documentaries are not movies. Always. Biopic, King Richard. It's not a documentary, it's a biopic, right? Because Strokes of Genius is great and Fire and Ice and all that stuff is great. But we're talking about like movies, right? Breakpoint on Netflix is a documentary, right? That's not a movie, so that doesn't count, right? 3-2 GMP. But the movies, those are the three that I would watch. I haven't seen Match Point with Scarlett Johansson, but I've got that. I'm going to watch that eventually. I've got it. But those three I would pick. Definitely, King Richard is great. Great movie. Challenges I thought was good. And I like the music in Challenges. It was intense. Actually, the tennis like scenes in Challenges were super intense, and that like you could feel it felt like you were watching a tennis match. Like you had that like I don't know. I got like it. Yeah, it was crazy. And then Wimbledon's just like a fun, feel good story. Oh yeah, also you could watch Battle of the Sexes as well, right? That's another good one. I haven't seen the whole movie of that. I've only watched a little bit of it. But yeah, Battle of the Sexes with like Emma Stone and Steve Carell, right? Match Point's good. It's a drama movie. Okay, I'm going to have to watch it. 3-2 Perricard. Match Point is pretty good. Okay. All right. Strangers on a Train. Hitchcock. Okay. All right, Djokovic is 3-2 Perricard. It's not really about tennis, but it's good. All right, I'll watch it and I'll see what's up. Cam has a soft spot for Wimbledon. Sure. All right. Djokovic, 15 love. Fire and Ice was amazing. That's not, is that, that's a documentary though. Isn't that a documentary? Yeah, McEnroe Borg. Yeah, it's a TV movie. But it was more of a documentary, right? 30 love. This is Roland Garros, yes. Cam, you look like Dexter. Okay. Well, you don't have a profile picture to make, so I can't make fun of you, but I'm sure you're like the best looking person I've ever seen. 40 love. As we're serving the forehand of Perricard, Djokovic forehand is the winner. And it's Djokovic with the game. All right. 3-3. Perricard to serve. As we get a let from Perricard. I'm going to go see Project Hail Mary tomorrow. Haven't had a chance yet. Ooh, that's good. I love that movie. That was a great movie. 15 Love. That was a great movie. Who's my favorite out of the big four? Stan. Wawrinka. Serving to the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard backhand. Djokovic in the nets. With a forehand. 30 love. Nole's got to be careful. This could go 5 real quick. 30 love. The backhand return goes back to Perricard. Hits it inside out, but long. 30-15. 30-15. All right, first serve is a let. $30-15. Oh, sunrise. Oh. First is a fault, second serve. Return goes out. No, goes in from Djokovic. Slice now goes to the back of Perricard. Perricard on the net. 30-all. You don't look like Dexter Camp. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I don't look like a serial killer. All right, 30-all. Big chance here for Djokovic to get that break. 30-all. Good serve out wide, and Djokovic in the net. Clutch, 40-30. How many postcards have you received? I think like over 200 over the last few years, which is crazy. Yeah. Send your postcards. I'm going to go to the PO books next week, so send them through. And if you send them now, they should be here by Wimbledon at the very latest. 4-4 rally. Perricard on the net. Deuce. So yeah, send your postcards. Keep sending them. And they'll be put on the wall. All right, deuce. Return goes into the forehand of Perricard, but he hits it wide as he tried to go up the line. And it's advantage Djokovic to get the break here in the middle of the fourth. Cam, how do you get through these nights doing live streams? Do you sleep during the day? Sometimes. I try. Advantage Djokovic. Perricard serves. A fault. Oh, that was a late call, but Perricard accepts it. Second serve. She was just trying not to get decapitated. Serving the forehand of Djokovic, return into the forehand of Perricard. Djokovic backhand. As Perricard hits a slice up the line. Djokovic forehand. Into the slice of Perricard again. Djokovic. Cross-court forehand. Perricard gets it. Into the forehand of Djokovic. As Perricard runs around a backhand. Goes to the backhand of Djokovic on his forehand. And then Perricard on the net and Djokovic breaks. 4-3. Nole. Finally gets that breakthrough in this set. It's been a lot tougher this set than maybe he thought. After that very quick third set. All right. Djokovic leads. He's going to serve 4-3. 2 games away. To play Roya in the third round. Your health long term is messed up. Even if it gets broken, it is what it is. Perricard's put on a great show. Like, Perricard's put on a great performance, even if he does lose in 4. Well, that's a hell of an effort. Imagine he played on grass, though. Like, how crazy that would be if these guys had a rematch on grass in a couple of months. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. That was fun for a bit. It's been fun. It's been a good first day. We hadn't really had a really interesting match until this match. Like, we watched Fonseca win in straights. Raducanu went down. Kostyuk won easily. Who else did we watch? Zverev, right? Andreeva won easily. So this has been... It's good that we actually had like a competitive final match, right? All right, 4-3. All right, 4-3. That goes out by Perricard. Can I see a long and healthy life for you at 102? I appreciate that. Oh, that just went wide by Perricard as well. The umpire had to check. 15 love. Djokovic serves a fault. Second serve. That's my favorite surface to watch. I do like the clay, but I mean, grass season is over in a blink, so maybe the grass. It just has such a different, like, it feels like we're watching matches from like back, like it's nostalgic, right? It's like, it feels like we're watching matches from like way back when. So probably grass is my favorite to watch because it's like it's such a small part of the year, but it's so like important and so like so fun. And it is so different too. I mean, grass is so much different to like any of the other surfaces, right? 30 love. As return goes to the forehand of Perricard. One from Djokovic. Perricard gets it back and then Djokovic puts it away. Just like slaps it away. 40 love. It's like, get that out of here. 40 love. As Nole serves again to go to 5-3. Where's my dog? She's right there. Backhand return. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Backhand from Perricard. Djokovic gets back. Forehand cross court's good. Perricard puts up a lob. It's going to go in. And Djokovic bounce smash. Perricard gets there, but he hits it wide. And Djokovic holds. It's 5-3. Nole's one game away. All right. 5-3. Perricard serving to stay in the match. All right, here we go. GMP's been good. He's made this interesting. He's made it exciting and fun. He's made Djokovic work for it. It's been good. Slice now goes in the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard pass. Djokovic with a half volley pickup is a winner. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. 15 love. That was a good backhand by Perricard too. That was a great backhand. He had a very solid backhand and Djokovic just went boop over there. Boop. And then Perricard serves an ace. All right, 15-0. 15-0. Return goes forward to Perricard up the line of the backhand of Djokovic. Perricard goes straight to the Djokovic backhand. He goes up the line, Nole. And a big shout from Djokovic. Perricard was just going inside out way too many times, and Djokovic knew that was coming. He's like, I'm going to be right here, buddy. You hit it right to my backhand. Bang. Beautiful backhand, Djokovic up the line. He loved it. That's vintage. 15-30. As the return goes out by Djokovic that time, 30-all. Djokovic plays Roya, the big serving Frenchman, in the next round as well. Another big serving Frenchman. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. All right, as Perricard hits a forehand winner, 40-30. To make Djokovic serve for this match. All right, 40-30. Beautiful shot, Perricard. I love that we get to watch GMP. We haven't watched GMP for so long, and he's not disappointed. He is not disappointed. And then an ace. All right. Good job. He makes Djokovic serve for the match. All right. GMP holds serve, but Nole's going to serve for it. All right. I can't believe Cam picked Perseveredi and was right. I'm sorry. Why does that? Why would that be so shocking that I was right? I'm sorry. Am I? Hello? Why are you shocked that I got it right? That I picked that? No, I'm pretty happy with that one too, to be honest. I'm pretty impressed that I called that too, to be honest. Anyway, it's 5-4. I had a reason to pick him. I didn't just pick him because I was just blind picking. Like, I picked him for a reason. Like, I can explain why I picked him. I didn't just pick him because I was like, well, I'm going to go this guy because why not? No, there was logic behind it. It was an educated guess. And I'm going to talk about it for the rest of the tournament because I don't care if I get nothing right for the rest of the tournament. I'm going to talk about that and be like, remember that day one where I got this right? You're not going to hear the end of it, chat. But Cam, you picked Eala in 3. Yeah, but remember when I picked Perseveredi against Fritz? Remember that? Exactly. What were the pillars for your guess? Fritz hadn't played, and Perseveredi got a wild card because of how he played on clay. It was a no-brainer. A7T. I mean, Chad, if you think about it, it was quite obvious. 30 love. I mean, Chad, if you think about it, it was actually quite obvious why wouldn't you pick it against pick Perseveredi? He's clearly Nadal, American Nadal. 30 love. I do like the way Perseveredi plays too. He's got that dog in him. I like it. He's a bit scrappy. Perricard hits a backhand win across court, 30-15. Fritz's knee wasn't giving him problems. Fritz was fine. Don't take my win away from me. Don't you take it away. Don't you take that away from me. Fritz was fine. Bro, trying to downplay my... Oh, well, Fritz was not 100%. Shut up. $30-15. Give me this win. I need this win. It's day one. Give me a win. Backhand return, Perricard into the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard pass. Djokovic volley in the net. 30-0. The crowd's coming back to life. 30-0. Djokovic needs a clutch. Was the Fonzie match good? First set was great. It was fun. First set was fun. And then Pavlovich kind of fell off, but first set was good. All right, 30-0. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. As Djokovic serves. Down the tee. But it's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Have I been awake all night? Yes. Backhand return, Perricard on the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard. Forehand again to the forehand of Djokovic. Perricard gets another forehand. Into the Djokovic forehand. Now Perricard with a slice in the net. And Djokovic with a big fist bump to get match point. 40-30. 40-30. Match point, Djokovic. He's had to work for this. No way to get to the second round. $40-30. $40-30. Djokovic just taking his time, waiting for the crowd to settle down. All right, serve. Into the back of the Perricard. Return is good. To the back of the Djokovic. Perricard forehand cross court. Djokovic gets it. And he hits a winner! And Novak doesn't dance! He dances into the second round. Smacks the ball into the crowd. 39 years young. And he takes the win. I tell you what, he looked good as well. Perricard, though, I tell you, we know he's going to be dangerous on the fast courts. You put him on grass, watch out. He put on a show. I'm pleasantly surprised about Perricard. I thought Perricard will serve his way to a tiebreak maybe, or two. I didn't think he'd push Djokovic that hard. He was right there in that first and second set. But Nole, too good. He gets it done. He wins. That's all. That's what he does. He wins. All right. We're going to stick around for a little bit. By the way, still matches going on. Herbert and Sonigo are still going. They're about to play a 5-setter, but I told you that earlier. So you knew that was happening. I told you that when the draw come out. I said, yeah, you go watch if you're going to the French Open, you go watch that match because that match is going to be epic. And it's nearly into going to a fifth. So I'm on fire today, chat. Day one, I'm already on fire. It's only downhill from here. Don't expect me to be this good tomorrow or on day 7. This is it. We're peaking right now. It's downhill from here. What are we watching tomorrow? I don't know. Swiatek, Raducanu, and then we're just like up for grabs. I'm not sure yet. Perricard and Opelka both out on day 1. Big shoes to fill. Funny. Let's go on. Rafa went to 5 sets once at the French. Twice. No. Three times at the French, right? FAA, Djokovic, Isner, right? 3? Yeah, 3 times. Have to watch Monfils and Wawrinka. Yeah, we got to figure that out tomorrow. We got to figure that out. You're awesome. Thanks for the entertainment as well as the insight. No worries, David. Happy to be here. Glad you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're leaving. Don't miss out. We're coming back tomorrow. Djokovic plays on Wednesday against Roya. Now, it might be a night session as well. Probably more likely going to be daytime. But just prepare. It might be a night session. Because he's playing a big server and he'd rather play a big server at night than during the hot afternoon. So Djokovic might get another night session. I don't consider losing match of an upset. He's happy he hasn't been playing. I don't consider losing much of an upset. Wait, losing what? Who? Yeah, it's 11:30 p.m. Late finish. So I reckon tomorrow's gonna be a later finish. Monfils Gaston feels 5 sets to me. That's gonna be a 5-setter to me tomorrow. Are we gonna watch Prismic Fonseca? Oh yeah, that's on Wednesday as well. We'll try and watch that for sure. No worries. Thanks, Deb. We will see you. Yeah, Swiatek. So I can tell you're watching that match tomorrow. Gonna miss Stan? Yeah. By the way, is Monfils finishing? He's not finishing this week. He's finishing at the end of the year, right? He's still playing the rest of the season, right? You're going to reach 300k during the French, whilst Norway takes 26. I have no idea what Norway said. Norway takes 26 means, but thank you, maybe. Okay, so he's end of the year. Okay. So we don't have to watch them if they lose. Like, if Wawrinka lost, we're still going to see him next week, like in Wimbledon. So this isn't their last event. So we will be able to watch them again. It's not the last time. Until the US Open or end of the year. Okay. Yeah, okay. So there's not that much pressure to have to watch them. If we miss Wawrinka tomorrow, then we can still watch him eventually. We'll watch him in Basel for sure. We won't miss Wawrinka's last match, or at least last tournament. Thanks, Cam. You're the best. Thank you. Fonseca vs. Prismic will be a fire matchup. Oh, yeah. Fiery matchup. The fans are going to be going nuts. Herbert won the set fourth. What is Sonigo playing? He's playing 5. He's playing a 5th set. That's what he's playing. Who's Wawrinka playing now? Feast is out. Stan is playing De Jong, the number 1 seed in the qualies. So not easy. Who's their play time right now? What's their play time right now? 3 hours and 22 minutes. The first 2 sets went forever, and the third and fourth actually went pretty quick. So yeah, 5 sets, but only 3 hours and 22. Those are not crazy. Blocks to reach the semis? What's your opinion? Where's he at? No. No, because Djokovic, Ruder in the way. Blocks to make the quarters, maybe. Like, blocks could make the quarterfinals. I don't know about the semis. Semis a bit too much. There's too many good names in the way. And his lack of experience in 5-set matches and all that kind of stuff. But he could make the quarters. He's in a nice little bit of the draw. They're singing the national anthem. Oh, that's cool. The night session. Nice. Hamilton just passed Verstappen. What? In what? In a race? Or in the... On the... What? Zverev's playing Mahatch next. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Stan versus Monfils final coming up. Stating the obvious here. Yeah. Where are you from? Like, what universe? Or time? What time? Line? What year is it? All right. If Novak gets to the semis, he won't be satisfied. It depends who he loses to, right? I think Djokovic is probably not too worried about. If he does well here, it'll be good. I mean, Wimbledon's the one that he probably knows he has best chance. As an Australian, do I support Piastri? Of course. Demon and Rude for the wins tomorrow, Cam. I hope so. Definitely. Sure. Why not? When Djokovic retires, better... When he retires, Djokovic better coach someone. I think Djokovic will get into coaching. He'll probably end up coaching maybe Medvedev or one of the Serbian team events, right? I think Djokovic I don't think Djokovic is going to be away from tennis very long. I think once he retires, I'm sure he's going to be. I'm sure he's not going to be away for long. Got to run to an event. Talk soon. Hey, Bradley, have a good one. Enjoy the event. Tien is my favorite American. Hey, nice. He could coach Jovic. He could. I feel like he's more likely to coach a Serbian representative. But maybe. He might have been coaching his son. Well, maybe, yeah. I would love Djokovic to play doubles after retirement. That'd be fun too. Kind of like Leighton. A little bit. You know what? I think he might actually take up a Leighton Hewitt role. Kind of like Leighton does with Demon, right? He mentors him during at times. So you might see Djokovic being in the box of someone like a Medvedev every now and again. And then also, Davis Cup. I think he's going to be Davis Cup captain, like coach straight away, right? I think Djokovic will be like, all right, I'm retiring. Now I'm the captain of the team. We're going back to the world group. Like 2 seconds he's going to do it, right? Like he's going to retire into that spot easily. But he might have like a Leighton Hewitt kind of thing where he plays a little bit doubles. He coaches his son, right? He's Leighton's trying to get his son into the into these big events, right? And trying to develop him. So yeah, maybe that's the Djokovic path, right? Maybe Djokovic goes and tries to get his son into the junior events to try and build his tennis up, but also does a little bit of mentoring with the current guys and Davis Cup captain, right? I feel like that's exactly what Djokovic will do. I don't think he'll be like Rafa and buy a boat and just live on a yacht and play golf. I think Djokovic will want to be involved in tennis. And unfortunately, he's probably too expensive to get him on like a commentary role. He'd probably do like special comments here and there, but he's probably, the GOATs don't do commentary. Even Murray doesn't do commentary. Commentary's usually done, the only guy, obviously the greats of old have done commentary, right? McEnroe, Courier, right? But like even Agassi doesn't do much commentary, right? Sampras we don't see him much, unfortunately, Even Roddick doesn't do it. He's going to do it this year apparently, but even Roddick, Hewitt doesn't do much commentary. He does, in the coaching role. So you think like Djokovic might do some special comments, but I don't think he would be a commentator. Do you know there's a kid who has 2 forehands? Not sure what happened to him though. 2 forehands it's fun. It's a novelty, but I don't think that's gonna work. 2 backhands is better. That's proven. We've seen players with 2 backhands do stuff in tennis, right? 2 forehands though. Changing hands of the racket when you don't have to split second. By the way, something I have seen recently, we watched Parry the other day. Parry has a 2-handed backhand return, but a 1-handed backhand ground stroke. Very interesting strategy. I like it. It's different. And I don't think anyone's talking about it. So if you hear anybody talking about it, chat, tell them I sent you. Because that is an interesting way to play. And I'm sure other players have done it in the past, but I haven't noticed it lately. Players like Tsitsipas or, players with a one-hander that struggle to get the return because they can't control it with the return to serve with the power of the serves, or they just don't have the slice to chip it back. 2-handed backhand to control it back. That's Parry. It looked good with Parry doing that. It was interesting. And then she went back to the one-hander, like the traditional shot in the rallies. And I'm like, that's an interesting way to go about it. So yeah, watch her if you haven't already. Watch Parry, how she goes about that. It's fun. All right. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be obviously watching Swiatek. That'll be the first match. And then Raducanu. And then it's just maybe open to suggestions because I have no idea. I have no idea what matches you guys want to watch tomorrow. And which matches I want. I don't really have a preference to watch tomorrow. So we might just open it up to suggestions after Raducanu tomorrow. But Monfils is on my radar, as per the chat says. So maybe we could watch Monf the night, maybe. Yeah. But we'll just see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Can you give your opinion on Ruud match? His opponent is 23 in the world. Or 20-3. I think Ruud will be fine. Ruud's playing Safiullin. I think he'll be fine. I pick Ruud in 4. I know you've been asking that question for hours. Thank you for spamming. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Day 1 done. Almost. We're not really, but we're done. I feel like, have we been live for like 12 hours? Almost. Chat, 12 hours, day 1. 14 days to go. Djokovic wins in an entertaining 4-setter to end the day. 5-7, 7-5, 6-1, 6-4. Nole gets the win. Perricard made him work, but Djokovic gets it done. Second round on the cards for Nole. I'll see you tomorrow, day 2. Woo!